My thing is loose like a goose.
My thing is so loosey and it is so loose.
So loose it every day. My girlfriend asked me why you say so gay. I said, hey,
I'm not gay. Don't.
I'm okay.
I am not gay. And it's not PC today. Sorry, everybody.
Hi. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Yes.
That's the only part to hear.
Yeah.
So welcome back to the 105th episode of this Crazy Town podcast.
Crazy Town.
Crazy Town. So come, my lady. Come, my lady.
With me, Robert.
Butterfly, Sugar, Elias.
Yeah, we could have done that so much
better. Yeah.
Yeah, so much.
But yeah, that's not what we do. We don't do things better. We just do. I think Robert hit himself with the microphone.
I just kicked my own ass. Ow.
So welcome back.
Monday.
Monday
And
is back.
yes. So, how you been?
I've been good. Like, as good as one can be. I am in, I don't know, apathy mode. Like, everything is okay, although it really isn't. I need change. I need something. I don't know what I need.
Well,
But
something.
I think, but I think the base for this episode will be based in how I feel.
But that's normally how we do things.
Yeah.
So,
But
I think this episode is going to be like, I think we both need this episode, really.
So this is therapy session.
Yes. And that's not what this is going to be called, because I don't think we'll get any clicks.
No.
What is clickbait today? Yeah,
Clickbait today.
I'm good. I'm good too. Not alone anymore. So Anna just came home yesterday.
Now she's back from out of Finland.
Yeah. Which is great. Like, I have really missed her, even if I needed to be alone. So now I feel sort of zen again. Like, what? Like, when you feel like something in your life is missing, and then all of a sudden that person comes back, and you're like, oh, that was it. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
It's a comfort in a way. So, yeah. So with that, I'm good. I think more good than I have been the last couple of weeks.
But I think that being said, yeah, you need the time alone just to like reflect. That like we never get that time. You just sit alone in our own heads, because if you've ever broken up with someone and you sit at home alone, like that is that feeling, like where you need to deal with your brain ghosts, whatever they are. Your thoughts.
Yes.
Most of us skip that by going out more.
And trying to make them even more ghosty.
Ghost them. Ghost your thoughts.
Yes,
it's just
exactly.
Like, not replying to that.
Not today. Not today.
Oh, hell no.
And with that said, let's go intro song. Intro. Go.
That was the crowd.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like your spirit
that was
your body.
That was an exorcism, by the way.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons, even with beards and tattoos. They haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any life.
So we're back.
Yes, we are back. That was garbage.
Except Ilya's soul just left.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
It just sounded like I breathed on someone. Like,
Yeah. Dude, this weird thing popped into my head today. And you have to be honest, but do I have
I hate
bad
it.
breath?
No.
Like that you can,
No,
no?
no,
Not that we make out or anything.
no.
Or
but,
not,
But
like-
when we do, you
Yeah.
don't have bad breath.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. No, I don't know. For some reason, it popped into my head, and
Mhm.
I couldn't let it go. So I've been like sitting and like breathing in
Oh,
my
dude.
hand, and
I know that I've
Like,
had
what
it
the fuck?
like on occasion. Most times not, but it depends on sort of like what I've eaten and stuff like that.
well,
You
of
know, like
course.
or just like left the
Standard.
house, like drank a lot of coffee, left the house, had like I don't know, like sometimes.
But that's coffee breath,
yeah, but
but
it's
I
not
mean, like,
only coffee
proper-
breath. No.
shitty breath.
No.
That's something that I have, like, my nose is so in tune to that smell. It's a specific smell of bad teeth hygiene
Mhm.
or mouth hygiene, I guess, or
Mhm.
whatever. And if I go into a train, I can almost smell
Oh, dude,
instantly, and it could be
I
this
can feel
person
it if
like
they're-
far away, but I can like,
oh no, they need to be somewhere in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Like a whiff comes by, but
but no,
Seldom.
it's just so poignant. Like that smell, I fucking hate that smell. So
Mhm.
everybody listening, be sure to brush your teeth if you're
Brush,
gonna come
floss,
and
and-
talk to me. No, but it just it was such a weird thought, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And the more I like breathe in my hand, I
Mhm.
just got more confused. So weird segue into today's topic.
that
Yes,
is yeah stuff. No,
lying to
I
myself.
guess lying to ourselves, the bullshit we tell ourselves.
So like, you don't have bad breath, but you do.
And
Yeah.
then I was gonna say the lies we tell ourselves. Then I
Mhm.
googled it, and it was apparently a book that I'm never gonna read. And we're gonna go all doctor here and derail,
Of course, like every doctor.
like every doctor. Hey, that handwriting is a fucking derail.
Mhm.
Just like, what the fuck just happened? Did that
I
like
just saved your
writing,
fucking life.
Yeah. No, but did that writing just crash? Like, so
Yes.
we're basically doctors. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. it's
Like just to keep our heads closer to the ground, or
yeah,
whatever,
for your
like,
mental health, you really need to listen to us.
Yeah, that's we will save you
Save you
from
becoming any
Smart.
smarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
exactly.
No, but I think like I've been in sort of a dark place, or not. It's not even a dark place. It's either like
You've
it's
just been
not-
low, I guess.
I've just been low
Mm-hmm.
because what I can sort of like track it back to is that I haven't slept a lot during vacation. Like I've been up to like 4 or 5 in the morning playing video games, which is awesome.
You're such a dweeb.
Hey, until people wake you up. And like I've slept between like 3 to 5 hours each night for weeks. And to the point where like when I woke up, I just felt like the guy from Office Space, where I was just like, everything is fine, you know, like you don't feel happy about anything, you don't feel angry about anything, you're just there.
Yeah.
And for me, that is like not unhappy, but you know what I mean? I'm not part of anything. I'm just there.
Yeah.
This happens. I'm there. That happens. And somehow I'm supposed to be involved, but I just can't care.
No, I get it. I
Like,
totally get it.
Yeah.
It feels like that's been my life the last 3 years. Like,
Mhm.
never 100% committed to anything really, and just
Mm-hmm.
you know, shit is what it is, and yeah, like you said, I'm not super happy about anything, not super really sad about anything.
No.
Just
Life
like,
is good if you look at life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've achieved this. I've done that.
if you start comparing
Yeah.
to other people, or you know,
like we totally recommend you do.
yeah,
There's a full episode on how you
Just-
should compare yourself.
exactly, yeah, yes.
Yeah, but I just realized, and like from yesterday to today, I actually started sleep. Like yesterday, I actually took the decision to go to bed. I didn't watch anything. I didn't do anything. I just went to bed. I almost didn't even say good night to my wife. Goodbye, and then I
Goodbye.
just lie beside her. No, but I was feeling the tiredness and the sort of apathy, or whatever you want to call it, like that lack of just
Feelings,
feelings. Yeah. And
Or
today I felt
emotions.
way better. And it was also the first day of work. So I've been working, which is weird. Like I actually set the alarm to 6 just to get some type of habit. Because before vacay, I just woke up when I woke up and I started working.
Yeah.
But now I just need to set a time for it.
Yeah, but it's also because I don't know how.
Like the kids sleep better, so we wake up at like 8ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
So I mean, it's still an okay time to go up.
No,
to
it is.
work.
Yeah, it is. But I just needed to go up before them, just like that alone time that I used to have, and so I've just done that. And I think the other stuff that led to this episode, I think, is like my wife, for example. We've been talking about doing something else, like either together or that she should pursue something else because of the. She's been working at the place that she is at now for 8 years maybe, and before that she had the same employment at another company at the same place.
Yeah, because
for 12 years,
That's what I thought. Yeah,
and she's been there for a while doing the same gig, although she's a bit higher now than she was then.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been talking
Cocaine will
like,
do that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cocaine will definitely do that.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I want to do something else. And I was like, that's awesome. Like you found photography and stuff, but she doesn't feel secure enough to pursue that. But then she comes up with these like crazy things that she's never been good at. Like, oh, I should become like an accountant. People need accountants and blah blah blah, and they can earn a lot of money. It's just the 2 years. Like I only need to study for a year or two, like for the thing that she looked at.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you even like math? And she's like, oh no, not really, no. And I'm like, why would you want to do that? Like we're already like closer to like she's 40 or 42, and I'm 36 this year, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would you want to pursue that shit? Like, that's more boring stuff that you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I have other people do it for me.
Exactly.
Because it sucks.
Yes.
And then the next time we talked about it, she was like, oh, I was up all night, couldn't sleep. And I looked at, what the fuck was it this time? She was like, product owner, like something at a company, like I could be this. And I was like, why? Why would you want to be that? That sounds like it sucks as well. Like, this isn't stuff that you want to do. This is stuff that you lie to yourself about wanting to do because they pay well.
But it kind of sounds like she only needs something to change.
Yeah.
So for her,
think,
the most important thing is to do something different.
Different, yeah.
And whether it's this other really fucking boring thing or not, that would probably make her happier for the moment.
For the moment, definitely.
But then it would be the
I feel like
same.
we're too old to do it for the moment.
100%.
And so I don't want, like, I'm tired of, like, lying to myself like you do in, like I said before, like, the relationship. So when you get into a relationship, that's the perfect place to reinvent yourself to the way that you really want to live your life.
Yeah.
But most of us just lie. Like, we pretend, like, we cater to the other person so much that we like change who we are.
Exactly.
And then you've done that for 2 years or
a
year.
I was master at that up until Anna. Like seriously, every relationship I've ever had up until Anna, I just bent over backwards
to please,
like multiple times. I looped myself.
But are you like that with other people as well, where you sort of like you want people to like you, so you bend over and backwards to sort of
less now.
Yeah.
Or not really anymore. Like after Anna came into my life, I realized that it was such a like, oh yeah, I can actually just be myself. And then if people don't like me for myself, then fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Whereas before that, I was this chameleon who just blended in everywhere. And compare me now to then. I had like, I hung out with maybe 50 different people every week, and it was like I was everywhere and did everything. And now it's just like I don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah, it's tiresome as well. Like, you get exhausted. Like
it was like before I met Anna, like it had a purpose because I needed to be out there to meet clients and or potential clients and show people that I exist. And
but that's different. That's different.
It's a marketing scheme in a way. Like when I go out to a club with friends or whatever, there's always, a friend of a friend who needs a tattoo, and they're like, "Oh, you're a tattoo artist. Well, I have this."
It's like you say you're a carpenter or something. They're like, "What? We're renovating this, blah blah blah," and then you get work.
So, like for anybody that's stuck, if you do work with tattoos, that is one of the best tips I can give you when you're starting out. Yes. seriously, go to events, get drunk, start mingling with people, and just, like, I mean, we tell you to do this anyways. This is how you get work.
Yeah.
But it really does make the biggest difference. Always have that Instagram ready to show people, and go out there, mingle, and don't be afraid to tell people that you are in the business until you are sick of telling people that, and then just go and hide in the corner somewhere and just get drunk. Because that always works.
Don't get too drunk though, so that you don't even know what you do for a living.
No, remember to take notes.
But on that subject, like where my wife is sort of like, instead of pursuing what she wants to do photography. She doesn't know exactly what within photography, but I'm telling her, like, no, there's dumber people doing what you do. Like, you got to stop and think about that. And they're getting paid.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Like, she showed me this, like, oh, this professional photographer, like, I met her at, like, this store or, like, that thing. She recommended this. And then I checked her photos, and I'm like, I've taken better photos with my phone. Like, unfortunately. And
that's so sad.
That is, but the thing is,
but it's also awesome in that way for that person. Like they're making money.
The thing is,
that
I don't know how far in she's in her journey. For me, those photos were bland, and like the perspectives are, like the compositions aren't great. Like I don't feel them. Like, but someone's hiring her to do stuff.
Yeah.
So is she a successful and professional photographer? Yes, she is.
She's getting paid.
I don't have to like her. Like, there are probably tons of artists out there that don't like my work and think that I'm not that professional or something, like that I don't meet a standard.
Of course.
But I can get work as well. Like, it doesn't matter.
That goes without saying. That's what
I mean.
That's what it is for every artist.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter how big and famous you are. There's always going to be haters or not necessarily
just,
haters.
People that are way better than you that feel that, oh, well,
it's like,
this is where I was, 50 years ago.
Yeah, exactly what I thought.
Whatever it is. And that's fine. But I'm just saying that there are, like, sometimes when I walk around, I see these crappy logos. These people are doing it.
Yep.
Then why the fuck can't you get a job? Because that's what I'm a bit tired of. Is like, oh, there are no jobs for artists in my country, or, like, there are no opportunities for me. I'm like, you live on.
Like how long did you actually check, or how much work did you put into?
But it's the lies that we do tell ourselves, But there are so many opportunities out there that you are not taking, and I'm so tired of people just complaining.
Yeah, excuses,
and you just make up lies. Oh well, my part-time job really exhausted. Like, it's a part-time job, or like your job. Work less.
Yeah.
Like if it's just you, I don't see the problem. No. Just work less. Because if you live alone, you probably don't have that. Your expenses can't be that high.
No.
Like, and everyone's different. You're coming from different. So take this with a grain of salt. Like, if you're one of those that gets offended by everything we say, you're probably not left. You're not going to be listening for that long. But
no.
This is not to bash on anyone. I've been there. I've complained about stuff. But we live in the day and age of the interwebs.
Yes.
Where, like, you can talk to people you wouldn't even know about. Like, I know who fucking drew, Raja, what is her name? The
tiger.
The tiger from Aladdin.
Yep.
Like, I didn't know who that was when I was a kid, but I can actually reach out and maybe he'll reply. And there is a chance that he does, or, some other artist that is super famous reaches out, or like that you can get a hold of these people.
I still get like happy birthdays from the guy who drew Tarzan.
That is awesome.
Right?
That is awesome. And it's shit like that. Like, we didn't have these opportunities like 15 years ago.
No.
Like, I didn't even know who these people were 15 years ago.
So dope.
And you can reach out to so many people, but still, like, there's like this defeatist. Like, we lie to ourselves about different things to sort of not having to do anything. Like, oh, well, I'm stuck with this and that. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like, and sure, I've been there as well, but I don't know, something today when I woke up, I felt a bit clearer and a bit more fed up. And I was just like, why are you wasting that time?
Yeah.
And when I see like Instagram profiles, now I haven't been on social media that much. During vacay, like I posted and then I just fuck it.
Yeah, same here.
And
I've ghosted social media is what I've done. Yes.
And but the thing is that you're right that you want to do this and you want to do that, but you're not doing anything at all
No.
to pursue it. You're just
like sometimes
saying
you
artist.
might.
Do you want to be an artist? Like, is that really what you want? Is it just that you hung out with a lot of artists that are ambitious?
And you think it's like
And you
a cool
think that
thing,
you-
and
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the YouTube example that you see something cool.
you're like,
And
oh,
you
I'm
wish
gonna,
you
I'm
could
gonna
do
do that.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
you don't want to invest that time.
No.
Like, honestly, do you really want to draw 10,000 fucking hours, whatever the fuck it is that people say that you have to do something,
I
which
would say
isn't entirely
100,000
true?
hours.
But the thing is,
Probably.
whatever it is, do you really want to invest that time? If it's fun for you, because a lot of people is like, oh, I can't wait until I've drawn my 10,000 hours. That's not how. It's not a fucking
It's not
race
gonna
to
be
the
like
finish.
you get a diploma and like,
Yeah.
congratulations, you are now a finished, well-paid artist.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know people that have been like, oh, I've been an artist for 30 years, and like their work compared to like anyone industry-wise, like it just doesn't, like it doesn't add up.
No.
And I don't know if they just pursued, their art, like the way they like to do art, which isn't wrong, but it's not going to get you, like work. So you need to be honest with yourself. Like, is the thing that I'm drawing right now, like if it makes you happy, you should definitely do that. I will never take away someone that draws with the mentality of a child.
Yeah.
That really gets, like a joy out of it. Like I would never tell you to just, pursue something else. Like unless you want that too. Like then you need to sort of like, okay, I'll put my favorite thing like a bit on the side. You'll still do it, but you need to do the work to, like level up.
Yeah.
Because you really need to just like think about what it is that you're afraid of and just sort of hone in on that. Because usually it isn't, we're never afraid of what we say we are.
No.
Like, afraid of. And I feel that like the one person you shouldn't be lying to is yourself. But I find like I even find myself like I'm very honest, like to the point where I get yelled at, because I don't always think things through before I say them out loud. I'm like I say half the thing I've figured out without the context, and then my wife kills me, and then I'm like, yeah, but I meant it like that. Yeah, she's like, that's not what you said before. I was like, I know this is the other half
Exactly.
of that thought.
Yes.
I'm just like I'm too fast on the trigger there.
Yeah.
And
I have the same problem. So
yeah, so that's why I'm afraid to have my wife here, because I live a lot up in my head, and this sort of non-sleeping thing puts me up there way more, but in a negative way where I'm not even productive. I'm just dumb. I'm just there, like, that's nice, that type of thing. Where
Like-
I'm like, oh yeah, you're talking to me. This is
like
a conversation.
your eyes are there, but your brain is
but
like,
it's not there,
Yeah.
and I can hear it in the way that I reply. I don't know if she catches it, but I
like,
feel
oh
it.
shit.
I'm like,
like what
exactly.
the fuck?
It's like I'm in there
Yeah.
seeing this other douche.
Have you taken the back seat?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, yes, this is nice. Yeah, the weather is very nice today. This is a great day to be alive. Like that.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I'm on medication.
Stepford wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like to get into like that headspace either. Like, so what is causing like me to sort of be like
Zone
that?
out?
It's a bit lack of sleep. Like definitely lack of sleep because I sleep so poorly right now. And that always changes who I am, like to the point where I feel like a psycho sometimes. I don't do psycho things. I just feel like a psycho in the way that I react too much to nonsense, where I wouldn't care normally, or it's just like my emotional roller coaster is way higher.
Yeah,
like
you're way more sensitive.
sensitive for
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why aren't you drinking your milk? Like, I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care. Like, really don't care.
But you
Or,
just
like,
needed to say it.
But you needed to
Yeah.
say it for some fucking
Yeah,
reason because
yeah.
you're tired, and that's the only frequency you have, sort of.
Yeah, and I hate that too.
Yeah.
And when you wake up mid sort of, not scream, but like while saying that, and you're
you
like,
hear it
why?
coming out.
You're like,
Yeah.
but you've already started saying it, so
So
you,
you just
just keep saying
now
it.
I
and
need
then
to.
immediately after, you're like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know why the fuck I said that.
Mhm.
but yeah, that's such a common thing in my head now too, or
Mhm.
like not in my head, I guess, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I just relate so much to all of what you just said.
Yeah. And it is, I think just like the less we lie to ourselves, the more we build our lives sort of the way that we want to live them, not how society wants us to live. Like, if you want to have your relationship with your spouse, wife, girlfriend, whatever, make it that. Like, build it around what you guys want to do with your lives. Because the thing is, if my wife wants to move out to the forest in 20 years, I'm not going to join her because I don't want to live in the forest, at least in the way that I am now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like whatever it is, for the time that you have together, try to live it as you both want to. Like if you want to go out, because I got fucked over earlier than Robert did with this shit. So I kind of made a conscious decision never to go into a relationship lying. And
I
Because
wish I
it's
could
the
have learned from you instead
dude,
of having
it's
to
not.
fucking
Yeah,
go
you
through
have
it.
to be burned though to like because.
Yeah.
Because when you meet someone, you have the best fucking opportunity to build life. You know, like
Yes.
I do workouts because I love it, so I do it all the time. You know, like if that's your thing, or I love doing this every blah blah blah. Whatever it is that you like to do, you should emphasize that and do it as much as you did before, because a lot of people they change their DNA basically for a full year. You know. Until sort of whatever time it takes for you to get tired of someone.
Yeah, and then you just break and you
Yeah.
go bananas.
Yeah, and you're like, why am I different? Like, you're choking me. No, you probably just changed for the person,
Yeah.
and they did it for you, and now you're not the same people you were when you met, you know,
No.
whatever the fuck it is that
And
happens
you just
with us.
both hate each other and yourselves.
Yeah.
Like,
And,
instead of just being who you are and staying happy.
mhm.
Yeah.
And it's, like, I've done it, and, you know, like, it's such a destructive way, in my opinion. You will both change, inevitably.
Of
and you
course.
should always change.
You grow together. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't change what makes you you. You know,
No,
like
keep true to your
Yeah.
your core self.
because
And I think
as
that's
yeah,
I would say, like, there's different sort of layers to this. Almost like I'm seeing the picture of the Earth, you know,
Mhm.
where you have like the core of the planet,
Oh,
and then
yeah, yeah,
different
yeah.
layers
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
or like an onion or whatever. Go Shrek.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you have like the further in you let the people into those layers and affect them,
yeah,
the worse it's gonna get. And I was always the guy that had none of those. Like,
Mhm.
I was open all the way in to the core,
yeah.
and I would let people affect me there. And that's where the looping myself
Yeah.
or bending myself
Okay,
backwards
yeah.
in loops came into play.
I could see it as a cake more, like or like whatever
Parfait.
parfait, or just like any type of like it's like a recipe.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
start changing the ingredients.
It's not gonna taste.
It's not gonna
what
be
you're-
whatever the fuck
No,
it was in
exactly.
the beginning. You're like, oh well,
This isn't strawberry cake. This is
Yeah.
onion rings.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're like,
onion
well, why the fuck did you let it become onion
yeah,
rings?
and that's
Like-
all on you
Yes, because you are the chef. You
Yeah.
are the main chef here.
for your dish, and she's her
For-
dish,
yeah,
or
exactly.
vice versa. You know.
Yeah,
So, wow, great
Great.
metaphor.
so good. Yeah,
No, but the thing is, it's hard to find out what we're lying to ourselves about. You know, like
yeah.
there's probably books on that I'm never gonna read as well.
Exactly, and it's all about being just being super honest with yourself. And that's also where sort of I came into play with this episode,
Mhm.
that the time I've had alone now for like almost a full month, that has helped me realize that even more, that I have been lying to myself in a few different ways that I can't really put my finger on, to be honest. Like, I don't know what I've done, but now I've just realized that I've done it. And just the realization of that made me go like, okay, well, now I'll not do whatever that was and do whatever I want. And all of a sudden, like, everything changed. It was like pretty much just going from seeing things in a negative to seeing them in a positive again, in a way that I normally do.
And
But
that's
it's just
but just being alone though, you haven't
Yeah.
really done a big thing
No,
except
like-
be with your own thoughts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't changed anything, and seriously, I've done almost nothing.
No,
the-
like outwards.
Yes,
I would say.
Like that's not really true. Like I've still hung out with friends. I've still worked out more than I have the last year.
Yeah, I heard you went wild with Artem.
Yeah. It wasn't even wild.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
but it was funny. He just dropped by the shop
That's
like
awesome.
spontaneously.
But he lives there nearby,
yeah,
right?
he lives pretty close. So he just like, cause we talked about it when he was a guest here last
I
time,
remember.
and we just said like, yeah, dude, just drop by. And then he's on vacation now, not doing anything, and he was like, oh yeah, Robert works nearby. Fuck, I'll just go say hi to him. And then he came by. I had like half an hour left to work. I just said, yeah, dude, you come back in like half an hour, an hour. Let's go grab a beer and talk some shit. He came back with beer, and we just talked shit.
Awesome.
He's a giver. But no, that was great. We had really, really good time. And I mean, that was also one of those things that it's just like, yeah, I want to do this.
But it's not planned. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I work
yeah.
better that way.
same.
Like the less planning, the better it is.
Yeah, I'm the same. But I
Yeah.
don't have that same flexibility now.
No.
It's like, oh yeah, I'll just leave my kids here and come. Like.
Yeah.
But I do love it. That is my favorite way of doing things.
Yeah.
Like not planning, because then there is no regret.
Exactly.
There is no time to regret.
There's no
There-
disappointments anywhere because you're just
There-
like,
yeah.
oh, you're gonna be sad because you didn't come home the exact same time as every other fucking day.
Yeah, but that's
No,
what I mean. Like
it's
you
like-
break that
Yeah.
monotony, and I think that's really what I want from life, is to
Break routine
do
a bit. Or?
yeah, because right now, with the whole COVID thing, it's been very much the same.
But it is like doing time. Like it is prison time in a way. I've been saying it from the get-go, but it really does feel that way. Not that I've been in jail, not more
Like
than
you should be,
overnight.
right? Yeah.
but yeah. No, not jail, but probably like a loony bin or shit.
Mhm.
But it really does feel like that.
Mhm.
You know, you can still move around. You can still do things. Like Stockholm,
But within,
it's still like the most free I think you can be in almost the whole of the fucking world right now. Like I don't know. I think
I don't know.
we handled it the right way. Like looking at it now, when you have sort of the answers almost in front of you, and looking at all the other countries and cities and what's happened.
I haven't even followed up on the whole
No, but
thing.
like-
I'm just like, it's gonna pass.
The states are pretty much going to hell.
I
Like
have
they're
no idea. Yeah, I heard
just-
that they closed down again. A lot
Yeah,
of places. but yeah.
Australia, same thing. I don't know about Sydney, but Melbourne is closed again
Mm-hmm.
for 16 days quarantine or some shit.
That sucks.
Like so, but here, you know, life has just kept on moving,
Mhm.
and I think I haven't looked at the numbers, but I think
I
we've
have
almost
no idea,
zeroed
dude.
the
No idea.
deaths.
Thing is, we still, like with my family, when we do things, we still take the precautions. We still
Yes,
stay
same-
away,
Same
keep
here.
our distance.
I don't
But we
think
do-
about it as
yeah.
much now, though. And that's the best thing,
Yeah.
because that
No,
it
no, we
really
don't think
fucked
about
me
it.
over when it came, because
Yeah.
I was so overly nervous about everything, or afraid, I would say.
Okay.
Like not nervous, but like because I had to take the train and go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stay at home and work from home. Like it wasn't a possibility. It made me so scared because, like,
Yeah, I
of
wouldn't
course
have
I didn't.
gone home.
I didn't want to get sick. Of
Mhm.
course, not that I think I'm in any type of risk group, but it was just scary, and it was scary meeting clients. It was scary meeting
Yeah,
colleagues.
but you
It was-
have that kind of job where you prick them as well.
Yeah,
with your needles,
exactly.
Like,
But I mean,
So-
with that said, that's always there. Like you
Yeah.
never know. Maybe your client has AIDS or some other contagious disease that, you know, it's the chances aren't that big. Especially AIDS, it's really difficult
It's-
to get
yeah,
actually.
and it's
but
treatable as
Yes,
well. Like
yes.
nowadays. So.
but I mean, there's always some type of nervousness there, apart from the whole shit being nervous doing the job that
the
you're
job
doing.
at hand. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not get started on that shit
No.
because that is more terrifying to me than COVID.
Yeah, sometimes like when I let myself think about it, I do
Mhm.
like
yeah. Just let me draw permanently on your
Yeah.
body. Like what?
yeah, and
And then, like-
especially when you have like, you know, the eyes that we have
mm-hmm.
that only see mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah. Fun times.
Keep lying to yourself.
So
Just go
much.
back.
Yeah.
Just change the theme of the podcast. Lie to yourself. Lie for yourself a lot.
Yeah, but yeah.
It
So
is-
I don't know what we derailed from,
no, I don't know, man.
but I'm feeling better now. At least
Mm-hmm.
that's the good thing. and I think it's also to do with that Anna is back, and I feel like, having missed her has been the best thing for me, to really realize that she is a really big and important part of my life that I can't live without. So happy.
Thank you.
And also cute. Yeah, very cheesy. Ostigt som fan, as I say.
But the thing is that's the beauty of relationships, I guess, when you're in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can allow yourself to be a bit like everyone else is like,
Yeah, exactly.
but you don't see it because you're in it.
Cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is just vomiting rainbows all the time.
That's what a rainbow sounds like, if you were wondering. Yeah.
I don't remember what we were saying before that either. But
on like the opposite spectrum of your wife, Anna did sort of what we've been talking about. So she went from she got a full bachelor doing like furniture stuff,
design,
and like the stuff I've seen
like
her
actually
do.
building it, or just designing, like on paper.
More
and
designing on paper, but also building and like researching all the materials and doing all of that stuff. And from what I could see when she showed me her stuff, it looked really good. Like she does have a knack for it, and I can see that with her decorating at home and shit too, which is why I just like, you just say what we do. It'll look nice. But she went from that, moved to Stockholm, and became just like a receptionist. Exactly. So it's like, that's how much use she had for that of that bachelor. But then realized that, I want to do more graphic design stuff. I think I would like that. Not knowing or haven't tried.
But you don't know, that's the thing.
Yeah, and then applied for Bergs, like the really big fancy-ish type school here. Well, not fancy.
Beside King.
Yeah, exactly. And got in. She got in and then moved to Australia, studied, did her thing, and realized that, okay, now I found kind of what I want to do. Fuck it. I don't need to do the last part of this education because I've gotten what I want.
She already has a bachelor's.
Yeah, exactly. She has that piece of paper.
Yeah.
But she still got a paper from Australia anyways. But like, I don't know how she did it. She did some extra studying with something, so she didn't have to do the full thing. So she still got a piece of paper. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that she took a risk going like, fuck it, I'm almost 30. Let's just fucking do what I want to do, try it out, and if it doesn't work, then fuck.
There's always the receptionist job.
Because she loved it. Like she really did love that job.
And that's a trap as well.
It is. But I mean,
to talk about.
Yeah, but that's good. So put a pin in that one, like the jobs that kill us. And and now she's working for Happy Socks, and that was like one of her top 3, the dream jobs.
Yeah.
But she made it work because she took that risk. Obviously she's a far better planner than I am, or we are, maybe, like
what?
good with saving and planning out her life. So she obviously had like a little bit of a backup plan for the whole money thing, and all, she could make it work.
She's a millionaire.
She
She had a little money saved up, like 11 to 700
had
million.
being the word. No, so but like I respect her so much for doing that.
Yeah.
And she'd already done that before we met, so like I didn't have any part of doing that. She was, that's how smart she is. But I'm so impressed that she followed through and then made it. But I mean, now even reaching the sort of the pinnacle of the jobs, the pinnacle of the dream job, I guess. Like she getting the dream job straight away and realizing that, it's still just work as well.
Yep.
And then like, do I really want to do this? That's always going to be there. It's always going to be there.
Work is always going to be work.
Exactly.
Like, it's just easier when you love it a little.
That's the thing with my job.
Yeah.
And ego Robert talking here. But seriously, I feel like I should pay people for what I do.
Yeah.
That's how fun it is. Like, it's impossible for me to really describe, and I've tried describing this in so many episodes, but it really is impossible to describe the feeling. Like, it makes me so through and through happy doing what I do. It's something that I didn't even realize was possible. Like, I didn't know there was a job out there that was so fucking perfect for me. And it's, you know, that's why I am so fucking grateful every day I get up and do this. Of course, the end of that day, I hate myself. But then in the morning again, I feel really happy.
Yeah.
So it is a roller coaster of emotions every day, and, you know, anxiety and then happiness and anxiety, and I hate myself and I love everything. And
Yeah. I totally relate to that.
but I found it. And the thing is, I only found it because I took that chance. And that was, I've said it as a joke in so many, like, talking to clients when they ask me how I got into it. But it's the only good thing that came out of my relationship, the shitty one, where she said, "Why don't you try tattooing? Like, you seem to like, you seem to like that."
You like that, yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." And so I did.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I did have a little bit of money saved up, so I could allow myself to do that. But it wasn't a lot of money. Like, I still had to work a lot of different jobs, doing shitty jobs, doing to become what I became. But I still took that chance, and it gave me the best job in the world.
Yeah.
Or, like, for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this episode is very important for people, especially the younger generation.
I think,
to realize that you need to take chances. You need to go out there, and you need to really listen to yourself.
Yeah.
And stop lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Being stuck because you're just like, you're getting money in and you feel, you know, safe.
Yeah.
You need
but also
to
just
break
not
that.
like, if you're gonna take chances, you want to take them when you're young.
Yes,
when you have
yes.
45 kids and a mortgage or in a car payment and blah blah blah, you know, like, just keep adding to the list.
Because then you're stuck there.
You're stuck there. Like, you have those dependencies that you wouldn't normally have.
Yeah. Like our friend.
Yeah, like like our friend that has, you know, like, they broke up. They had a one night stand. They had a kid. They got back together for that reason, and now they're unhappy. You know, like, and then,
like, now he's dug himself into a hole that is.
It's hard to
it's really difficult to come out of.
And the kid is awesome. Like, the kid is lovely. You know what I mean?
I mean, it would probably be so much easier if the kid was horrible.
Probably, yeah. Just like,
you're like, fuck this, I'm out. But
the kids.
But he's such a good guy too. Like, he would never do that.
But he does what you do. Like, he's a people pleaser.
Yeah, he's a looper. Let's call him that. I thought that was a good saying.
But it is insane though. Like, it is so sad to see such a kind person,
talented too.
Yeah,
like, he's one of those. He's one of us, but he just didn't focus his time on everything as much as we did, I think.
Yeah, I guess it was a bit all over.
Yeah.
Without a focus point.
Exactly.
Whereas I was doing, for example, I did stunts, personal training, I did art, you know, like, I did.
But you did it in chunks, right?
Yeah.
Or like we did.
Not really.
But more focused in on not as much all the time.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing the art as much as I was doing the other stuff at some point. You know, like,
of course.
I put art on the back burner because we
that's
wanted
because
to be
you're
Ninja
not,
Turtles.
That's because that's why you're not like 140K type of artist on Instagram today.
Maybe
that
is a part of the truth as well. Because I skipped every education that I could have had. I skipped.
And but you won time there. Like, so that gave you, compared to me, I think, a little bit of an upper hand in your own art.
Maybe,
whereas I was in school and I was having my brain washed by everybody and all the teachers and shit.
Like, it is so different, but it's cool that we have those two different outlooks.
Yeah. I mean, it's because we still grew up just parallel to each other and did, even if
With
I
the different life choices, you mean?
even me going to school and you not, we still sort of landed the jobs almost the same time.
At the same time.
So
yeah.
like everything that's happened, apart from you getting a family and moving ahead into the
in that
adult
direction.
world.
Yeah, exactly. That direction.
I just stayed watching the adult world on
Netflix.
YouPorn.
YouPorn. Oh my god, no. YouTube. You know what was that porn?
YouPorn.
Oh, YouPorn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Or it depends
Wasn't
which
there
one.
another one? YouPorn. Was YouPorn?
RedTube? Is that no?
No. Nah, fuck it. I don't know.
I'm not really that into those things.
Yeah, I don't.
I like joking about porn, but seriously, I don't really like porn all that much.
I don't care. Like, I'm just not fast enough or not hard enough. Yeah, just to bring that back. That beauty.
It should never go away.
But getting stuck with jobs, though, that you don't like. Because I've had, like, I can remember last time I counted, I could remember 20 of the jobs that I've had that are not related to art.
That's fucking crazy. I haven't counted. I should.
And I think I have at least 25. And sure, like, and that's employment. Like, I've had 20 to 25 employments. Some of them are the same type of job, but at a different company. But just like I could have been a bit more committed to some places, but I just wanted to do my thing. So every job that I had felt like a shitty job. And that's, I think, what we mean when you say a shitty job. It means it's a job you don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
it's not a bad job.
It's not a bad job.
No
Some
job
of them
is a
were
bad
pretty
job.
chill.
Like,
But it just wasn't like I didn't want to do that. Like I had a job where we did like the final installation on printers. You know what you do there? You listen to podcasts and you work alone with these machines. You just like do the final thing. You go into the menu. You're like bleepity bloppity blippity. This goes out to this company. You like put a label on it and you send it out.
I remember wanting to get in on that job.
That job was like
it
they
sounded
paid,
amazing.
but it was like 150 crowns an hour for doing basically nothing. You didn't get vacation,
No,
but you only worked part time, so you didn't really care. You got all the money within the salary, so
Perfect.
you could save up money, and they always needed people.
Yeah, those jobs are fucking awesome.
They are, and especially when you don't want to work full time.
Yeah.
There are jobs out there that like. They're not that hard. You just need to go out there and find,
like my warehouse job that I got when I was an apprentice. It was amazing. I only worked 4 hours, 3-4 hours in the morning.
Yeah.
And I would finish just the right time to transfer into the opening of the shop and just kept on working in the shop.
That's awesome.
It was so perfect, and it paid well, close to home too. Like, it was just so convenient.
Dude, it was awesome.
So good. Just a few hours a day, and that kept me afloat. Like, that's all I needed. And that could have been, like, anything.
Dude, I had a janitor's job at the Modern Museum of Art.
That one, I was so jealous.
Dude,
I was
that
so
one
jealous
was
for
like, they
that
paid
fucking
me
job.
12,000 crowns after taxes and all for the 5 hours that I was there. And for 3 out of those 5 hours, we were just on a break. Because...
I hope they're listening now.
Dude, I so hope they're listening. No, I had 3 jobs there. It was sort of like...
refill toilet paper.
Yeah, on the one floor. Like, that was... Or was that us? Yeah, that was us, maybe. But it was the one, like, public bathroom that was always clean because I worked mornings. And then we also had the upper office... No, I didn't have the office floor. Shit. I had the big exhibition halls. So what I did was, with a dry mop, you would just swipe the floors. Because you're not allowed to, like, wipe on the actual things.
No, of
because
course.
then the alarms will go off. Yeah. So all you did was you, like, dry mop the floors. Just make sure there isn't any dirt, and
that was it.
Leave. And, like, the big corridors outside of the halls. I had all these, like, things that I did. And it was like, I just do nothing here. And then I went to the little office, and you just grab everyone's trash cans. And if it's just like a bit of paper in them, you just like take the bin without removing the bag. You just take out the Post-its, throw them in the big garbage wagon that you have, and just put it back. And, like, if they throw fruit and shit, that's when you, like, take out the bag and throw it out.
Easy.
That was it. 2 toilets, bop. you have gloves and everything. You don't fucking care.
No.
You listen to your podcast. You say hi to famous people that come by, like Robin, the singer.
Oh, really?
That's in the corner.
Oh, cool.
So I met famous people there. I met exhibitionists, like stuff like that. And that's where I got my first Wacom tablet as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's just, that's what I did. 5 hours a day where, like, my friend Sarah that I worked with, or Sarah, and she took regular cigarette breaks, like, all the time. So she's like, see you in 5 behind this place, or, like, down by the water, or blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
And then we had lunch. Like, I was like, I only work 5 hours. She's like, I don't care. She's like, I won't tell if you don't tell. And the other people were also, like, awesome and didn't give a shit. So we all just sat for an hour, like, just they were eating. I didn't have lunch because I didn't work that long. And we just, like, laughed and talked and just, like, And then I did the last area and then I left. And then it was 12 o'clock. I was done for the day. I was like,
so you have the full day.
the full day. And then I went to work out. I did this, like.
That sounds amazing. And that's what, like, I would so much rather have that than to be, well, sort of what your wife was looking into, being like an accountant or some shit like that.
Yeah,
So
where you have, like, real responsibilities.
within the
and
first 2
within-
weeks, I would have jumped out of that fucking window.
And that's why
Probably.
people probably do jump out of windows.
Yes. And that's why there are no balconies.
No, but
in
that's what I'm
Las
saying.
Vegas.
Like, if you have an apartment where the rent is affordable, don't book all your time doing something you don't want to do. Do enough of it so that you can pay your rent and eat.
Yeah.
But then invest the time in what you want to do. Don't tell yourself, like, oh, I'm just going to work here for 1 year, and then you work there for 5, 6,
Mm.
and you just don't come out of it. Like, I was super comfortable at King. They paid very well, and the extra money that I got from working there that made me able to buy the house.
Good
made
colleagues,
it
great location.
Exactly.
Fucking-
But shitty routines when it comes to, like, the way that we handle stuff, especially because we got famous and big and successful
A bit too quick, too.
too quick. And then they're like, oh, we can't do anything because we'll break the game, like,
Yeah.
so let's just keep doing the same thing for 4 years, And I worked there for about almost 7 years.
Mm.
And it was a hard decision to quit, because
Yeah.
you're getting paid way too much.
It's
You're
scary.
getting, like,
Same with
the-
Lego, man.
yeah.
Same with Lego.
just comfort. You get very comforted by the money, but it doesn't last. Like,
I made 3 times as much as I do now at Lego. 3 times.
Yep.
And I still make a decent amount of money now. Like, it's fucking crazy how much money I got. And that was not even half a year after graduating school.
yeah, dude.
It's so fucking dope.
That's the thing with these places when you
It's
work
scary.
at them,
Imposter
like-
syndrome.
dude, so much.
I don't deserve this fucking money.
But the thing is, you get super comfortable if you don't like it. Like if you're in a bad place, because they also pay well.
Oh, yeah.
And not all of them, but a lot of them do pay well.
Mm.
But if you're not happy, it doesn't matter what they pay you. Like, they could keep raising. They could add a 0 to my income. Like,
It wouldn't make a
it
fucking
wouldn't
difference.
make it a...
Well, I'm lying. That would make like a huge fucking
No,
difference.
but it would only make a difference for so long. That's
Yes,
the thing. Like,
yeah.
I would totally just quit after with the first salary if they added another 0. But I'm just saying that it's just not enough. Like, money can't be your only driver unless
buy you
money... Yeah.
Mm. It's a good song.
It's a very good
It's an okay movie.
You're welcome, Nico. But it's just, you gotta just be honest with yourself. Like, if you don't want to pursue art, don't kid yourself that you do. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
you're just wasting time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
That is actually a good point. Like, we don't ever talk about that because it's all about art.
yeah,
But really,
some people just don't want to.
No,
Like, you
exactly.
think you want to
do
because
really
you
want to. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you-
so important. Like, yeah. Instead of like stressing about not creating enough and doing this and this, do you really want to do this?
Yeah.
Because if you're constantly stressing about drawing and becoming better and you're not good enough and
And you're not putting the time in as well.
Exact- yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
yeah,
I want to do it, but, bro.
but do you really?
But do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the idea of it, or maybe people have always encouraged you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, people have always said, like, you're really good at drawing, because that's
Yeah.
what they did with me. Like, you should really pursue it.
Yeah,
You
same.
should really
Like-
pursue it. And I just, like,
okay.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes it's just like the thought gets enforced by others, but we don't really want to. We lie to ourselves. Like, yeah, well, I'm pretty. But maybe you have a passion somewhere else that you're neglecting because you think that art is where you should be. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
'cause I think
or
there's
maybe
gotta
you're
be.
like, you might be afraid to even come out and say that you like doing this thing. I don't know
Yeah.
what that could be. Maybe you like, I don't know, creating furry outfits for the furries, or whatever the fuck it is, Don't ever be ashamed of pursuing your passion and being true to yourself.
Yeah, because I think just take the risk now. Like, fail hard. Like, do it all just so that you know that wasn't your thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like-
There is always tomorrow.
There is always tomorrow. There's always, like, if you want to keep working as a janitor or, like, as a receptionist, those jobs will not run out.
No.
Like, there will always be jobs.
Hell yeah.
If you want to do the jobs you don't really, like, nobody really wants to do, they're going to be there when you fail.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be like, oh, we ran out of, delivery boys
yeah,
or,
yeah.
like, male people. Like, there's always, those jobs do not disappear because you pursue something else. Like, it's not that hard. Like, so take some chances and just, like, start with yourself. Just be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's like, I think that is a whole different subject in itself. Just trying to, how can you be honest with yourself, or what does that even mean?
Yeah, I guess
because-
it's the same, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm very sort of like, if I don't like where I'm at, I'll keep analyzing it until I can change it. Like
Yeah.
like I've told my wife when we're out with the kids, like, it's fun to do things for my kids, but when you only do things, like, let's say vacation is a great example because it's the closest.
Mm-hmm.
When we only plan things where it's kids stuff, like, oh, let's go to this zoo, then let's go to the this big playground, and then go to this indoor swimming place, that you avoid right now. But just like you do, all these things that you do are aimed for kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, all you do there is stand around.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do? Like, jump on a trampoline with the 5 little kids that I will crush?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'll do a backflip and kill 5 of them
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
And so you're not having fun there. Like, it's fun to see your kids be happy, and you should definitely do stuff like that.
But you're babysitting.
But you're
Yeah.
babysitting your own babies, basically. You're not doing things together.
No.
You're just watching them do fun stuff that
Yeah.
they think is fun. And then my wife's like, oh, well, what do you want to do? And then I'm like, because I
like,
know that
I
no,
need
but
to
the thing is,
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that is where my responsibility comes in.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what I want to
No,
do. Because
exactly.
the thing is, I'm the kind of person, like, Ilyas, here's a knife and a map, go to there. And I'll just do that.
Yeah.
But if I bring them along, they all suck. No, but they complain. No, but that's what I'm not even kidding. My wife thinks it's a long walk to walk, I don't know. Like, if we walk for 20 minutes, she thinks that's a long walk. Like, and then her knee starts hurting. My kids complain. I'm like, this is just like getting to
just
the
started.
train station.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's not a long walk, but they aren't accustomed. And that's where I need to sort of like, we're going to do this anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, the nagging just makes it non-enjoyable.
Of course.
But I need to also, just let that go and then just have them complain for a bit. But it is like, it's such a, like, first you need to, like, for everything that happens in life, like, oh, I don't have enough time because I have a baby. Then you complain about that, but then you sort of get into it.
Mm.
And then you're like, oh, well, I do have half an hour.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, but half an hour, I can't do anything with half an hour. But then you accept the half hour. Then you start using the half hour. You know what I
And
mean?
then
Like,
all of a sudden, that half hour becomes a
Becomes-
very productive half
yeah, and
half
that's
hour.
what I mean. But you need to sort of go through these stages
Yeah.
of complaining, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's how
Yeah.
I am at
Yeah,
least.
I
I
am
need
the
to
same
complain
way. For a
myself
bit.
through everything.
Until I'm fed
almost.
up.
Yeah.
Until I'm fed up. And then I'm like, oh, fine. I'll just use the half hour. And then like, oh, well, it's super productive. Fuck you. God
Yeah.
damn it. Why did I wait? Yeah. You're just like, Ah.
Exactly.
Because my wife's like, why don't
That's
you just
so
draw?
spot on,
yeah,
man.
dude,
That is so spot on.
My wife's like, why don't you just draw? They're sleeping. I'm like, well, I will never have time to do anything in this hour. It'll take me half an hour to get into it. But as soon as you fucking start,
You're like,
it's perfect. You're like,
start mumbling to yourself.
Yeah,
"You
exactly.
fucking goddamn
I've just,
right
like,
all the
ignored
time."
this for 6 months.
I love you so goddamn much. You goddamn.
yeah, you shut your mouth
Yeah.
when you're right. Yeah. But it's just like,
Yeah.
we all have these things. This episode wasn't to sort of nag on anyone, like, oh, why do you still work there, or why do you like lie to yourself about being an artist, or whatever the fuck you want to do. It's basically just the normal arguments that we have with ourselves as well.
Yes.
Like, it does not change. Like, you get comfortable, like I have. Like, when I quit King and we brought the podcast back and everything, I just wasn't the same person I was when we started the podcast 3 years ago.
No, exactly.
Like, I didn't feel as like I felt super happy to start the podcast, but even today, I just feel that right now, like, I'm not as able to do as many things at the same time as I was before.
Yeah.
Like, I burned the candles on both ends for too long that now, like, every time I have, like, more than one thing at a time, I just, like, stress out and I don't want to do any of it.
I just fucking cremated my candle, bro.
Yeah, dude. And now that Robert's editing the podcast and I don't have to spend those extra 4 to 6 hours doing that, like, I mean, with the submitting and everything else.
Yeah.
Not editing for 6 hours, like 2 hours of content.
Sometimes.
But yeah, it can get, like, complicated sometimes.
It's
where-
all like how polished do you want it
yeah.
to hear?
I don't care about polish. But the thing is, even with that taken away from my shoulders, at least, I still feel more sensitive to the overload, like the work overload, than I did before.
Yeah.
And I just, like, once you get to that point, it's harder to be excited for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that hunger that we had in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
But that's something that I've also realized lately.
naivete.
Such a good word.
Mm-hmm.
No, I definitely work so much better when I am busy.
Mm-hmm.
The more shit I have to do, the better I will do
All of it?
everything.
Yeah.
So for me, I need to have, well, my normal job and then at least like 1, maybe even 2 extra side projects.
Yeah.
That is the
That's
perfect
different, yeah.
balance for me. Just always knowing that I have something to do. It's all, yeah, that's,
Dude, I'm so
Perfect.
curious to see if you have kids, how that will feel to you. Because that's when I started doing more of that.
oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I
You
don't
just
know.
pushed your productivity into
Up.
like overdrive.
Yeah. And I've never drawn this much before kids. Like, I did it in, like, spurts.
Mm-hmm.
But now that when I had kids and I got past the bitching,
Yeah, yeah.
the
bitch phase.
The bitch phase, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I actually, like, got way more productive. And
Nice.
it's still, I am more productive. And I don't feel, I think it's become, like, mundane as well. Like, it's the everyday things. But I am usually more productive than most. It's just that I don't feel it anymore. Like, it's not as new anymore. And I feel that I've gotten to a point where I've gotten stuck. So it just doesn't feel as fun right now.
Yeah.
But
So maybe it'll pick up now that you're back into work again.
maybe. Like, I
because
felt
now
it
you're,
before
like-
as well. I felt it
Mhm.
before as well. But
Oh,
it
okay.
is always easier when the ball is rolling,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
forcefully, rather than, like, oh, yeah, I'll do that
Mm,
later.
exactly. Yeah.
Now the ball has started rolling. I already have tasks for the upcoming 2 weeks. I'm like,
No.
nah.
Work.
Yeah. But my work is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, if I gave you the tasks, you would be like, you're a moron. Like, my job, if I gave you my salary number, like the amount and the work tasks, you're going to be like, no. You just keep slapping me. It's just like 14 to 15 more times is enough.
Nice.
Yeah. So I can't complain. Like, I've gotten myself into a
Fantastic
fantastic
position.
spot
Yeah.
where I get to do fun stuff. But at the end of the day, like Anna said, it is still a job.
Yeah.
Like, I've known this, so it didn't come as a surprise. But it's a job that I enjoy. But is it my final stop? Not at all.
Of course not.
But for now, it is awesome.
I think you should never ever be or put yourself in that position that you are stuck, or like say that this is it.
I'm a bit sad that I did that at King, that I stayed for that long.
Yeah.
But I also see the benefits of staying that long because I had a lot of money saved up
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
So that made us be able to buy the house that I never thought we would actually be able to, even with the money saved. And it's been years. Like I said, me and my wife, we've been together for
10,
like 13 or 14 years now. I don't even know anymore. 2007. What's the math? Years.
13
13,
years.
right? Years. Years. And
Math. Years.
oh man, from like when she met me, she called me homeless, and
Well, it's because you look like a fucking hobo.
I did,
Yeah.
but I had hair.
Yeah.
I had-
so it used to be this
you know what the
good-looking homeless
hey,
guy.
dude,
Now it's just a
the
homeless
fun
guy.
thing is, I had hair up here, but none on my face, and now it's like
It's
vice
just
versa,
moved.
just
It
moved
just moved.
down. But we didn't have money back then, and she was almost hating me for a while.
Oh,
Because
really?
no, but I just mean that I wasn't I've been unemployed for too long. You
yeah,
know, like I
yeah.
had these like jobs here and there, but they
you were a
weren't
fucking
like
bum.
basically because
Get
I
your-
didn't bring in my half of the rent always, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and that sucks in a relationship.
Yes,
and
of course.
money will always be a problem if you have to sustain the other person for too long. And I always felt the burn of that. So
Mm-hmm.
that always drove me to do, you know, apply for shit while I did other shit just
Yeah.
to keep.
Get that
like-
sort of load
Yeah.
off your back, or so. to
But I
speak,
always,
yeah.
like, dude, I
Wait.
sent, like, for a while, I was always looking, and I was like, oh, that's a new job. I'll send a resume and, you know, like a thing. And then, oh, that's a job. I'll do that. And then you
Mhm.
forget about him.
Yeah.
And then eventually King called back at some point, and I quit basically the next day
Mm-hmm.
after the interview when I knew I got the job, and I just,
I did the
Look,
exact same thing
yeah.
when I got
yeah,
like the,
the
true
confirmation,
stories. When I got that
Yeah.
job, my first graphic or illustrator job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the interview the very same day, quit my job because I went to the interview during my lunch break.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
dude.
went there. They were like, well, like, yeah, we would love to have you start. And like, well,
Whenever, yeah.
if you can start tomorrow, that would be fucking great, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just went back to work and said, hey guys, bye guys.
Dude, it's basically,
It was so good.
I think I applied in March or February, heard nothing. So 3 months passed. It was like end of May
Mm.
or like June, like there. And they were like, oh man, I know it's like vacation time-ish, but could you come in for an interview at Loa? And then I just went there, and like I said before, like I didn't know what company this was. So I just showed up.
But I
was
mean,
like,
back
oh,
then,
shit, yeah.
it wasn't like
It wasn't
King
big,
wasn't
yeah.
a thing.
It wasn't a thing.
No.
Yeah. So I just went there, did my first interview, and then they were like, I did 2 interviews on the same day.
Oh, really?
So yeah, 2 different like things, and then
What, for 2 different jobs or
no,
for
no, the same job but 2 different.
Like,
Like,
or
like
ap-
one was like the
apartment or,
bosses, the art
department.
directors, and then the other one was like the team leader or producer or that team.
oh, okay.
And that's how I sort of like, and he really wanted me to work there. But then some guy called me and he's like, dude, you want to come in and sign a contract on like a couple of days later? And I just did that. Then I just called my boss. I was like, yeah, I'm going to quit because they were on vacation. Or there's something like that. They weren't in because it was vacation time.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, I'm going to start a new job in a month. So not going to
Sorry.
be here.
Sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry.
And it paid, you know, like more than 3 times what I earned there,
Yeah.
like that I managed. And it wasn't a lot. Like it wasn't bad. It wasn't a lot. But to me, it was. It was like, you'll get this amount every month. You don't have to like look for clients because I was a personal trainer then. And, you know, sometimes you earned like a full salary and then you had like all the cancellations and you got no money. And, you know, when people cancel on time,
Yeah.
you don't get paid.
No.
and then you have to, like, if you lose, sometimes you could lose, like, I think I lost like 5 clients in a week.
Damn.
And then you have to like look around the gym and try to get new ones. And that desperation is like begging for sex.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's feeling you and they're like backing off like, hell no. It's just like the only thing I can compare it to. Like that desperation kind of.
Can I rape you, please?
Oh, that is no bad, Robert.
But that's what I see. Like I just see you sneaking around the
No.
fucking gym and like
That is wrong, but that's what it feels like.
yeah.
You feel like a creep trying to get money from people
Exactly.
to train them. Like
Please,
it feels
please pay me.
desperate and it's not great. So yeah, it was nice not to have to do that.
But maybe
So-
that could be like a thing, like a rapey prostitute.
Dude, what the fuck?
So just rape somebody and then make them pay you. I just did you a favor. Man or female, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Cool story, bro.
Well, yeah. You put this idea in my head.
I didn't have that in mind, but it was more like I haven't had sex in 2 years. And
okay.
then people just
So that's what you mean.
that's
yeah,
what I meant.
Yeah.
But
so-
that is also a good one, Robert. Cool.
yeah, yeah. So
How do we round this off? Like, how do we
I think
wrap this baby up? Because I feel that we've sort of kicked this dead horse around in circles.
well, yeah. I would say again, just the key to this is really if you have like the possibility to take some time alone, go into your own head and really reflect on whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is you've been telling yourself is
Exactly. Like if you start thinking about it, like
Yeah.
really meditate on like being true to yourself, you will surely find something that you are kind of just telling yourself is okay. Like, no, I'm okay with this.
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
it's fine.
this is fine. This is
Yeah.
life now.
Yeah, it's all right.
Like I have kids. I have this. This is fine. This
Yeah.
is
but
no.
in reality,
Yeah.
it's making you slowly but surely miserable. And
then yeah.
exactly, who knows where that will end? Like either you become super depressed, worst case scenario, you become this like hairy stripper in Las Vegas, just to.
Las Vegas.
No, I don't know where I was going with that, but be
Good
true to
story, though.
yourself. Really, like just take some time, really figure out what you want. It's easier said than done, of
Yeah.
course. Like you can't just sit down for 10 minutes and take some time to yourself.
Yeah,
and then
life-changing
realize-
epiphany.
yeah.
No,
No,
that's not
like,
gonna happen.
For me, I was super lucky that the weeks that I got alone now were just perfect.
Yeah.
Like that was exactly the amount of time I needed for whatever I needed to solve in my head. And now I also know that, okay, so a key for me to be normal or stay happy is
Yeah.
to get that time alone. So now I need to, in the future, book in that time for myself.
But you know what I don't like?
My
No.
nostrils.
Yeah, except for your terrible references today.
Yep.
No, but what you said that people are like, you crazy, you haven't done anything for a month.
Mhm.
Sometimes you need to do nothing to get the drive to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you just like, because vacation for me, like we've done a lot of things, but we haven't done the things that I want to do.
No.
And now I feel like today when I actually slept, I just felt like I need to do shit. I need to do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start, but I'll just start doing them.
Yeah.
Like, like I'll just start putting the stuff that I want to do up now and then just like get that shit done. But sometimes you just need to take the back seat as well,
Yeah.
and accept that and just,
Exactly. I mean, the thing is we talk about this now because we needed to talk about something today.
yeah, exactly. Like
This
and-
shit will, it might not even have to happen in your life. You could
Yeah.
be super happy doing whatever you are doing,
Yeah.
but I feel it's an important thing to bring up anyways, because
Yeah.
more than likely there's more than one of you out there listening that are going through something like
and maybe
this.
you're stuck. Like I'm feeling stuck right now.
Yeah, exactly. I need something to change. I need
yeah.
and you
same.
don't know what that is. And nobody is going to be able to tell you that apart from yourself. You are the
Mhm.
only person that will know exactly what you need. Of
Yeah.
course, you can get help from your spouse or your parents or your friends
Mhm.
or whatever. Listen to them as well, of course. But
As long as
as long as it is like being true to yourself and really just doing what you want to do.
Yeah, just be careful that they don't tell you what they would have done,
Mm.
because you don't care what they would have done. What do you want to do? And remember, the first time you think about it's only to yourself. Like, so the one person you shouldn't be lying to. You should just think about it. Just like, what do you want to do? It doesn't have to be logical. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just try to think of what it is that you really want. Can you break it up into pieces somehow that you can, like, something that you can actually do towards that direction? Because what we've done so far, like, we've told you a million times that we didn't just go from, oh, I want to be an artist to being an artist.
Not like Artem. He's only worked with art. He's only
but he's a
worked with
hobo. Art hobo.
It's so dope.
Successful art hobo. God damn it.
Yeah. That was
Artem.
so interesting to hear.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, some people will have that, but you can never, like, say that you're going to be that person. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
of course
just
not.
Whatever you can do, take the step. Take a first step to whatever the fuck you want to achieve. And trust me, like, just like this episode has derailed in and out of what the fuck, you know, I don't even know where we've been on this episode. I couldn't recap this if I wanted to. Just like that's how your career is going to be for most of us, you know, except Artem apparently. But it's not going to be linear. It's going to be like, it's over there. And then it's, what the fuck am I doing over here? And then like, oh, I think I'm on track. And then like, where? How did I get to the bottom? And then suddenly you're where you want to be.
Yeah.
For a time.
That is like the perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what life feels like.
Dude, that is exactly what life feels like.
Yeah.
It's really not going to be the way you imagined it ever.
No.
So just take your few stumbling steps to becoming a Jedi.
There you go.
Da, 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 da. I am your father's.
I am your T-Rex.
So hopefully our little therapy session here has been of great entertainment to you.
If anything, it's helped us.
It's helped us. Yeah,
Yes.
It's nice to talk about these things with a friend that agrees with you.
Not just the wall.
Exactly. And Robert will summarize this into 15 minutes, and then we
Yes.
can move on.
Moving on.
Moving on. Song.
I like it.
Yeah.
It was good.
So good.
Very upbeat.
Upbeat.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, the Toolies.
And except beating, the
Stop.
Toolies.
Stop beating your dick.
Beat it,
Beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to
See
forcefully
you
beat it.
No, just
No.
kidding. No one
Yeah.
wants to see you beat it.
No one wants to see you beat it.
Show him
Yeah.
how funky you got. Nah, fuck it.
Funky
So
spunk.
I bought spray cans. Spunk.
Smelling funkies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spunk.
All
right.
So I bought spray cans. Since
Way.
Liquitex spray can. I bought carbon black and gold.
It is actually the exact same spray can I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it sounded so familiar.
Yeah.
The Liquitex
Carbon black.
Carbon
Yeah, we got to say cool.
Carbon black. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's really good, and it really sticks on pretty much everything.
Yeah, and it doesn't get like, since it's an acrylic type of blend, it doesn't like
it's
get
not sticky.
Yeah, it's not sticky at all.
No.
I did spray my son's scythe thing from Fortnite that we made.
And now you can spray his face, and it won't be
I'll-
sticky.
Yeah, exactly. Blackface. I mean carbon blackface.
Oh yeah. Liquitex.
Liquitex, carbon
Yes.
blackface. Sponsor us.
Got your face.
Imagine if they sponsored
Like-
us and we're like, carbon blackface. Just like, they're like, you're canceled. But you can't cancel us. You
can't
can
cancel.
just unsponsor us.
Exactly.
Good times.
But never cancel us.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Or you can be Goldface.
Or Goldface.
Goldface.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldface. Just like, no.
Why?
I don't know. That was the only thing. I was like, something on gold. And then like, Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, that was terrible.
That was actually great.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm looking forward to trying them out since, like, I sprayed on my sketchbook, but I was too close because I was trying it out in the middle of the city.
Like Icarus.
Exactly.
Too
I
close
flew too close to the sketchbook. And I fucked it up.
Yeah.
So I'll try that again on
But
a
it's
different page.
like I could see the potential in it already. Like just even with the messed up part, it wasn't all that bad.
No, but it's that it got like it
Because
looks.
you can still go over that with white shit.
Oh yeah, I
and,
can
like,
definitely do
you
that.
can create something from that too.
Definitely.
But
I just didn't want that like
the hard chunky.
yeah the hard
bit.
chunk that I got.
Like-
But I could probably still do something with that, like
Yeah.
you said. Like I can probably save that.
But
but I wanted a
but seeing
fade.
that sort of that fade that
Mhm.
you did get, it just fit perfectly with what you're doing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it
like
really
it feels
is-
like
This
they're
is the
both black,
and
like,
it's the natural progression, I think,
Mhm.
of what you are doing. So I would love to see you do that, but go like A4.
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah.
Like go bigger because
It will allow
it
you to
lend
do
itself better
exactly,
to that. yeah.
exactly. So yeah, oh dude, I am
Mhm.
super stoked to see what you do with this.
Yeah, I have no idea what I want to do because I want to switch the Pilot Parallel Pen ink to something not water soluble. Because
Okay.
right now this thing is if you sweat on it, it's just like.
Oh, okay.
So when I try to paint with gouache and stuff, it just like
Uh-huh.
disappears. It and dilutes the paints. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I would like to. I wonder, can you spray like fixative, like the fix thing that you put on pencil? Does that work on top of ink as well?
I think so.
I'll try that because I have a
Um,
bottle at home, like a big spray can.
I don't use that type of ink. I only
Neither
use like
do I.
Copics and stuff
Yeah,
like that, and they're
that
just
is-
solid.
They're just
but
solid,
I still spray them. I still fixate them.
Yeah.
though.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
That's,
I don't like. It's just something that I do. It's
okay, I'll
Not-
try that then, because maybe then I can paint over my inks and I don't have to switch
yeah.
pens. Because I was thinking of if I could find a parallel pen that has like a refillable cartridge where
Mhm.
I can choose the ink.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll still have to find like a thin ink that doesn't, clog. But if I could find that, then I could just use that instead of because I'm not like stuck to Pilot.
No.
It's like the simplest one that I've found so far by mistake or
Mhm.
like by visiting their office and they gave me a pen all those years ago.
Oh, you stole
3
it.
years ago when we had the podcast, when we started, like early on.
Was it 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Because I was there just like a little bit after you.
Yeah, that was almost 3
yeah,
years ago.
fuck. Oh, I love that though when they had that big
Oh,
shelf.
yeah,
it was
dude.
almost like this
the
candy store, but
dude,
with
she
pens.
just like take whatever you want.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take
in
one
the
for
beginning.
me,
Yeah,
one
I was
for
super
Robert.
careful in the
Yeah.
beginning, and then she was like, "No, go nuts," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, but then she showed me the actual warehouse behind that,
They didn't
and I
show me
was
that.
like,
yeah, with the boxes and all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
big boxes,
Yes.
and they were all filled with pens.
Huge.
The only one she couldn't give me was one that hadn't been released. I don't remember what it was back then.
They sent me the one that they were talking about, like the Sakura.
Yeah, that might have been what
it-
they talked about.
It was like a brush pen type.
Yeah, that was it. That was
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh, that sounds really good."
Yep, that's
would,
what I said
Would
as
you
well.
be able to send that to me? And she's like, "Yeah, yeah."
Ah, shit, I
And then I
forgot
got
that.
it.
I should have said that.
It is really good. Like that
Yeah.
pen was really good. It just isn't something that I use
Normally, yeah.
But I still have it, and every once in a while, I use it.
Cool. Pilot sponsor.
Yes.
Again. We fucked up last time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we did. Yeah. I definitely fucked them, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was super bad.
Because I got the...
Not the movie.
They just released their their
Pintor?
version of the... Yeah, exactly.
Oscars, yeah.
The Posca version thing.
Pilot Pinto.
And they wanted me to try them on different things. So I
Mhm.
got a whole bunch of them and a whole bunch of stuff. And they just said, "Oh, paint on it, do some process pictures, send them to us, and we'll use it in something. And I did, and I sent it to him, but I didn't do anything good, and I didn't finish all of it. Like I didn't have
Mhm.
time to.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how painstakingly long it would take to do what I wanted to do. So I just felt like, I gave them a meh when they
Yeah.
wanted something good.
Yeah.
But what I've bought, and I don't think I ever mentioned it when I did. I've been using it for two solid weeks now. It is a new tattoo machine.
Boom, motherfucker.
Still the same brand as I've always used, which is Cheyenne. But the cool thing about this machine is it is wireless. Yo,
With Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
and Netflix. No,
It's got everything. No, it's really, really fucking amazing. It is the two best machines that I have combined together, but with no wire.
That is awesome.
So now it's a pen. I am tattooing
So
with
imagine
a pen.
you have your tablet, but there's like a cord like attached to your pen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is
So annoying.
like that's a good
you would
analogy,
always have
yeah.
to like put the cord somewhere. Like
It's
like
always
having-
in
yeah,
the way.
yeah,
it's
it's al-
always in the way, and it's
working
annoying.
out with headphones with a cord on.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, that
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
cord.
So just
Yeah.
imagine when you tried the first Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah. I
The
hear
feeling
that.
you
Yeah.
had. That's what I got with this times like a billion. As soon as I did the first line with this machine,
Without the cord like snagging
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
or anything.
I was like, okay, this is it. I'm never, ever, ever fucking going back.
She's like, I'm
like-
in pain. I need to go home. You're like, nope, we're doing 8 hours. Fuck it.
He was, but
Oh,
yes.
he was, yeah.
And the cool thing is that client, because we're talking about tools, sort of that has actually no pun intended.
I know. That was the beauty of it. Like that
But
client,
he is-
because we're on tools.
He
like,
is kind of a tool.
Mhm.
He is
Mhm.
he's my dad's best friend, so he kind of like my uncle.
Toolie.
Really. But he gave me his old fucking drum set,
That motherfucker.
digital drum set with
That's
double bass pedals and
Damn.
Yamaha full,
Oh shit.
like super, really, really good. I've tried it years ago and loved it so much. And he's moving and they don't have enough room for everything. And he was like, I had to sort of find somebody to buy it or this and this. And he's like, why don't you fucking take it? So my dad is gonna go pick it up for me on Wednesday,
Boom.
and I get this fucking awesome drum kit. So I have no place to put it at all, but I will find a place. It'll be
Well,
in
if
the- in
Anna
the
goes
storage.
back to Finland,
yes,
and it'll take her side of the bed.
Oh. Yeah, in the bed.
In the bed. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'm not even gonna play it. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
just gonna,
snuggle
like,
with it
yeah.
and like, oh, double bass pedal.
And every
oh.
time you say something fun, it's like, "Ba-dum-bum." I love you.
Yes, that'll be me.
That-
I'm just gonna sit by the drum kit and wait until somebody says something funny so I can do that. Yeah. No, but I'm so happy I get that because that's gonna be sort of almost like a form of outlet
yeah.
because I don't
But
work
can
out
you
or
play? Can you play as hard on those drums, like, you know, like when you see people like, you know, doing covers on YouTube and they're just like going mental on the drums when they do like drum covers?
100%.
Cool.
The only cool thing, or the only cool thing, the cool thing
cool
about
thing,
it is that you can make it sound even faster and better because it's got more bounce on those, because it's not the newest digital drum kit.
No.
So the newest ones are pretty much just like a normal drum kit. It's what do you call it? Just like a piece of a
Like
sheet that you're
a
playing
sheet,
on, like
yeah.
almost like a net, a tennis racket net or whatever, but
Mhm.
really fine. And it really feels like you're playing the real drums, but it
Mhm.
only sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have like.
And with this one, it's the same type of sound, but it's a rubber plate, so you can
Okay,
get
yeah.
that super bounce. So
Yeah.
if you're like normally you go, you could probably do that twice as fast with.
Okay, fine.
Because it's just
Yeah.
like so bouncy, so you feel like you are
So
the
you can
coolest
play
drummer
around
ever.
more, yeah. Since you're not going to be a real drummer, you can like in that sense. I mean that you need to play real drums. You're just gonna have fun with it. And
Exactly.
Just, like,
Yeah. So
play
for
your
me,
covers, yeah.
because I've always loved double bass pedal
Mm-hmm.
drums, when you get that sort of real heavy.
Cramps in your legs.
Yeah, that too.
Jesus Christ.
That was just like Slipknot, best
Mhm.
example. Like that type of drum,
Mhm.
really heavy and like just get that going. It's so difficult. I've tried it a
Yes.
few times.
We
but
tried to
now-
see who could do that. Oh my God, no.
Like I
I
can't.
can't.
I
yeah.
can't do it. I could sort of get it in every once in a while if I played like a hip hop beat. But now I really want to learn how to do that. And I finally get to fucking learn how to do that. I'm so
That's awesome.
stoked.
Yeah, that is
And,
awesome stuff.
and so also just so happy to get this sort of outlet again. Like if I get really pissed at something, I can
Mhm.
go out there and smash my drums. Like, and it might even sound
It
good.
just sounds like you're just gonna kick him and just like no.
Fuck
Yeah,
your
just
drums.
throw it around
Yeah.
like, oh, that's what he meant. Smash his drums.
But yeah, so I'm gonna have. I'm assuming the drums are gonna be in the fucking storage room. So I'll have the drums,
That's where you're.
like
you'll
drums
Be,
and dartboard now, because now the dartboard is back out there. Yeah,
Hmm?
that could be cool. A new thing.
That would be pretty cool.
But going back to the wireless tattoo machine.
Shit. Oh yeah, that
Yes.
was where we were.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it really it made tattooing more like drawing in that sense.
That's
I've
awesome.
already noticed, or actually I didn't. Robin, our faithful listener,
Mhm.
commented on how nice my lines were in
Mhm.
one of the things that I posted, and I started sort of analyzing that compared to the other ones,
Mhm.
and there is
A
a
difference?
definite difference.
That's awesome.
Like the accuracy I have now.
With the no restriction. of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, well, I mean, I'm still working on my lines, but they're so much better now,
Mhm.
and I feel so much more comfortable doing everything.
And also, I want a new tattoo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I need to do something somewhere. Like
you
I don't
need
know.
to feel again.
Yeah, I need to feel something. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere around here,
Oh yeah,
like underarms. Yeah,
sweet.
I don't know what though, but I'm thinking you should do something.
I'm here for you, mate.
I just need to find something that means nothing.
Well, I got the really, really fancy good needles now, so
Ouch.
Hit me
yeah.
up, bro.
So ouch.
yes. No, but seriously, I can do almost anything now, and also I got the Samurai Stormtrooper color thing booked straight away. I don't.
That was awesome. Yeah, I
So,
remember that.
Yeah, just
I even told you to make it into a sword.
yeah. So I don't
was
know.
cool.
It feels like it's I have leveled up.
Mhm.
It feels again like I'm almost like.
Have you done the samurai one by
No,
the way?
not
no,
yet.
you haven't done
No.
it, but it's booked. Okay, cool.
I think I have that the week after next or something.
Mhm.
2 weeks maybe. But I feel like I've leveled up. I feel like this is sort of confirmation that the Switch was the right choice.
Yeah.
Like everything is just like yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay, the puzzle pieces are falling
Exactly.
into place.
Now
yeah.
after being there for like a month and
Shit,
settling in.
already.
I know. Like they're already coming back from vacation,
yeah,
man.
Fuck, it's August.
It's insane.
What?
Yes.
Jesus. Yeah, okay, wow. Yeah, it
Which
felt like-
reminds me, I need to fucking send in my Tango and Cash poster because
Oh, shit. Yeah, that thing as well.
deadline is coming really fucking quick. But yeah, so everything just feels super awesome right now. Like I'm I'm in a very good place.
That's awesome, man. That's
Yes.
really, really fun.
So finally,
Mm-hmm.
and also weather is good, and all is good.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I was thinking something else about tools as well, but I just can't think of it. Because today, walking around, because you told me, like, you want to hook up before we get to the podcast office, and I was like, no, I need to be in my head, like we've talked about a lot.
Yeah.
And I just really, like, I started thinking, like, what can I do with art? Like, what do I want to do? Like, I don't know what I want to do anymore. You know, like, I've done a variety of things now.
Yeah.
And I still don't know what I want to do with my art in the future. Like, right now, I'm content with working where I work. Like, I'm learning, like, all the time. Like, there is, like I'm riding the imposter's horse, like, just right into
I'm
this.
the
fucking-
king of imposters.
But that's what it feels like right now. Like, I'm just, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out, as you go.
Imposterus Maximus. That's-
Yes, very much that. But now we're ending, like, this game is almost finished. I have,
So cool.
like, a month left working on this
that's
game.
2 of your games out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I was talking to Artem about that as well. And it's like, it's so impressive, really. I don't know if you think about it yourself, but it is like,
not for
considering that you just started that job and
Yeah.
everything that you've been doing from starting that job has been your own shit.
Yep.
Like your ideas, everything.
Yeah.
Dude,
That is
take that
pretty
to
cool.
fucking
Yeah,
heart.
that is
It's
pretty
so impressive. It's
Yeah,
so
but I do
fucking
feel
impressive.
like a momentary pride when they do choose my stuff.
Of course, you have to. How
But
can you not?
I don't know if, like, that brings on the pressure of coming up with the third one. But I think what made, like, I came in, like, it felt good.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, well, this is the game. Just draw whatever you want. And I was like, okay, cool. And I just did a lot of fun stuff, And the second time around as well, it's like I got a lot of downtime. I think I had like 2 months or more where I didn't do shit.
Fantastic.
And that is awesome. Like I didn't, like when I say I didn't do shit, it means that I was learning stuff. Like I learned
Researching.
Spine,
Yeah.
and I was learning After Effects, and now I'm using them, you know, and still feeling like a fraud because I'm still looking up everything because it's never what you looked at and learned.
But you
that
haven't
need.
reached 10,000 hours yet. So.
I did, but I don't even know what I've done. It feels like I've done nothing. It's scratched the surface a bit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's fun. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, do I want to work at a place forever? Like, you know, no. But do I enjoy my time while I'm there? Yes, a lot. Like, it's fun. The people are awesome.
That's all you need to focus
Yeah.
on, really.
Yeah. So I'm not worrying about, like, being self-sustaining and finding my own thing. But I think this is, like, the happiness of having a job like that is the time where you should be thinking of what you really want to do. Like, because once you start getting depressed and, you know, like, stuck and stuff, it's going to get way harder.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, in that sense, I am super happy, and I'm just like, I don't feel happy right now, but I think it has to do with sleep. So I'm going to, like I told you before the podcast started, that I'm going to try to sleep for a week now and see. No, but honestly.
Not for a week.
No, but I'm going to try to really take, you know, like at least 7 hours of sleep and just see how I feel next week.
Yeah.
Because right now I just feel that I can't tell you how I feel. It's apathy.
Yeah.
And I think it feels like when we had small kids and they didn't sleep, so we didn't sleep.
Yeah.
It feels
You're in
like
this sort
that.
of daze. And,
Exactly,
and like you don't
exactly. And you forget stuff.
know. Yeah.
Like my wife's like, you forget stuff all the time, and it's because I'm not even there. Like
No.
it's just like, okay, move to the car. Okay, go to the beach.
Yeah.
Okay, machine this. You know, like like yesterday I went half the day. I woke up and I literally just got dressed, like took 2 sips of coffee, and then went to the scrapyard to throw stuff, you know. And then I was there back and forth from the house. And then it was 2:00. We went to a birthday party. We got back home. We had burgers, then went home. We started fixing in the yard, you know, and then
Stuff.
and then no, but
stuff.
dude, it's
stuff.
exactly
Yeah.
that, and that's been vacation. And then we put the kids to bed, you know, and then there's nothing left.
No.
Like there's no. What am I gonna do after that? Like I'm gonna like. That's why I've been playing video games, but then I've been playing them for too long, so I
Yeah.
just like go to bed and then sleep 3 hours, and then you go up and you do like stuff like that. Like we go to the beach, we come home. We make dinner or lunch or whatever, and then you go to the yard, you do stuff, blah blah blah, and then you put the kids to bed, or you prep dinner, then you put the kids to bed, then you do the thing, and then apathy. You play video games for too long, you sleep 3-4 hours, you go up, you just like do the next thing because it's vacation and you have to take like use the time, and we do fun stuff. Like some days like you're not as dead inside as you are on other days, but when sleep, like when you haven't done it for long enough, it just gets to you.
Yeah. No, I had the same yesterday, and I actually took, an active choice to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Anna had just come home, and I.
Good night, honey.
Of course, I wanted to, go to bed with her, not in
Yeah.
that way. Of course, I wanted that too, but just
Beside
to
the point, yeah.
sleep next to her,
Yeah.
But as soon as she was like, I really want to go to bed, she'd been traveling the whole day.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not tired. Like, I really am not tired. And this was maybe 11-ish. That's really early for me. That's normally when I start working.
Super early.
Yes. So I was like, fuck. No, I'll play a little bit, and then I'll join you in bed. But then I was like, no, fuck that. Go to bed.
That's the segue, yeah.
Go to bed
That's the segue.
and just sleep. You need to sleep.
Yeah.
Then I was up until maybe 1-2 o'clock at night anyways, because I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
But then I came up with this really cool new movie project, maybe kind of.
Yeah, I
And-
love that you had one and that I had
Yeah.
one as well. Like,
But this is how synced our brains are.
Yeah.
Like, it's just scary
and
sometimes.
just because I slept, for me,
Mhm.
when you called, like when we messaged back and forth, my brain was like so in the zone, and I was like, okay, what should I do as a project at home, like drawing wise? And I haven't thought about drawing at all,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
at all during vacation, except for the like trying the paper and like So I really want to get back into that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to get back into like painting traditionally and get into that as soon as possible. But I just like now that I officially started working, for some reason, vacay brain just died with the sleep that I got from one day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering what will happen if I go to bed every day. You know, get some type of routine for the stuff that is good for you, not the boringness of the quarantine like lifestyle, if you want. But just getting some, like, I want to sleep and I want to work out more this week.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two things I need to sort of like find room for, because right now I know I have the time for it.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time leaving my computer. When I'm at work, I want to just work. And I don't know why it's different at home, because I have the gym outside.
Yeah.
So it should be easier.
Exactly.
But I just can't get out of the chair. Like, I can go get coffee, but I know I'm going right back. So, you know, like I can stress out. I don't stress out.
Mm.
But I need to find time, because I know I can work out. Like, I can work out twice a day if I wanted to, like easier. Like, I'll do a session, a shorter one.
But
within work.
wouldn't it be easier if you booked it in? If you really had it,
Maybe.
like
Yeah.
at 1 o'clock, I go to the gym, or like
Or
11
like-
o'clock.
Yeah, whatever the time is.
But
I think
just have that, like, oh shit, it's 11. Fuck, I
Yeah.
need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe I should do that. Yeah, like I
Set-
do
set
at
an
work.
alarm.
But that's what I do at
Yeah.
work.
yeah,
Like, I
there
don't
you
even
go.
have an alarm. I just like, it's 11.
it's
I'll go
lunchtime.
to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or gym time for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, do that.
Yeah, I should probably do that. It's just been hard at home,
Yeah.
because I don't have that routine at home.
But then use your phone.
Yeah.
Like,
I should probably do that. Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Okay, putting it in.
good. Do it.
Another tool, your phone.
Yes.
Don't be the tool. Use the tool.
There you go. Fuck, that is the podcast right there. Yeah, I don't have any other tools at the moment. I've been doing a lot more lino type stuff, but
How
I
did that go?
still working on it. Like I've
Mhm.
finished 2 pieces. One I haven't tried printing yet, so I don't know what that will come out looking like,
Mhm.
and I'm not happy with it. I just did something to do something.
Yeah.
And I really wish I would have planned it a little bit more and done something cool with it.
Mhm.
But I'll do that later on. So this is still sort of exploration and
Yeah.
trying things. Anna fell in love with it. Like
That's
she
awesome.
really loves doing it and wants to do more
Oh,
of
she
it.
does her own, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, motherfucker. That's
So
awesome.
so that might be something
Mhm.
that we'll do together more in the future.
Mhm.
Apart from that, we also bought just old paintings from like
Yeah,
the
like you
thrift
can buy like
store.
on auctions and stuff like that. Well, not
And-
auctions, but those like
Yeah,
thrift
you could
stores,
probably buy them at auctions too.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
might
but
be
I
a
meant
little
like-
bit more
but I-
expensive.
Yeah, but I meant like those cheap ones that
Yeah.
are like no one knows the
A
painter.
Picasso.
basically. Yeah,
Or yeah.
the good ones.
Yeah. No, so we bought that and are gonna go over them with like Poscas or paint over
Yeah.
the paintings, just to try something new out. So that's 2 new things that also.
I also have one more thing that I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah?
do. Yeah, like on the podcast at some point, a couple of episodes ago or 100, I said that I wanted to start burning into wood. You
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
there's
Mhm.
like my style of inking.
Yep.
On wood, and I was like, I don't even know what that tool is called, but of course, Robin, the man
The man.
himself that loves Google.
Our own Jamie.
Yeah, our own Jamie. Yeah, dude, why the fuck are you there? If we could pay you, you would have been our Google guy.
Yeah.
Like, definitely. Because he found that Biltema in
Oh, yeah.
Sweden has a wood burner's kit.
No
and
way.
It has, yeah, dude, for that exact thing that I want to do.
Holy shit.
And he found them. It's like $200.
What?
Or not 200 Swedish bucks. That is
yeah.
like
So nothing.
nothing. Yeah. And it's just... it's $20 for you guys in the States.
It's a dinner.
Yeah. It's, so he just, and it had like different nibs as well. So you
Oh,
could
shit.
like, I think it had like 6 different nibs that
No,
you
but
could use. or
it is
5.
it is the one, or kind of similar to the one I have.
Yeah, but this one is not for, like because there's the ones where you just use it to sort of fuse things together, but
Mhm.
this isn't that. This is for burning on wood,
Yeah.
and it has like these golden sort of like nibs that
So
you
it's
can
like
change.
one
yeah.
is sort of like a knife. and
Yeah,
one's
one is
just
like
a
a flat
pointy
one.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that's the one that I have.
That's the one you have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
I have the
thinking of-
right one.
Okay. So I'll get that as well. So because I'm thinking that I'm gonna burn into the wood. Like I'll find something that gives a bit more. You know, like a nice piece of wood that like burns easy, maybe, or like not too.
Maybe like more of the the softer type of wood, like
That's what I was
balsa
thinking.
wood
Yeah,
or something
I'll
like
try
that.
something. I'll try a couple of different ones.
Is that still a thing, or is that
I
like
have
illegal
no
now?
idea, dude.
Is it rainforest balsa
I have
wood?
no idea. I'll just choose something that is environmental, like friendly, and then because I'm thinking of like burning it and then trying to use the sprays, not these ones that I have maybe, but trying to find a nice way to spray it that so that I can bring out parts of it. You know, I don't know. Like
Did
I
you-
just want to try something.
Do you remember? Maybe you don't remember. I did a bird with the Bernie thing
Oh shit! No, I don't.
on one of those chopping boards that you buy at TGR, the store. You know, the
Like you mean
tiger
like
store.
like that you use in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
as a gift for my sister,
Oh shit! I had no idea.
and it was super easy. And that board thing looked really cool, and it's a perfect gift. And it also
Yeah.
had like some bark on it, and it was like.
But
very,
do you cut on the side where you did the burning?
Well, there's two sides, so you don't have to.
Yeah. No, because I thought like because
'Cause
when you burn into it,
It's almost like a paddle, like so.
yeah,
it has
exactly. It has a
and then-
handle, and then it's
and
like
then
a
I
flat
did
board,
the bird right next to the handle,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
so there's
You-
still room to
That's
do.
awesome, actually. That's very good idea.
But yeah, so
I'll try that on different
But I had
things, yeah.
totally like I don't know why I didn't think of that when you mentioned the burning tool in the beginning.
Maybe on a guitar.
Dude, that would be sick. Oh man, I can just see
Yeah,
you
I'm,
incorporating like a sort of the Zelda style. Have
yeah. I'm thinking of making like the TriStar
yeah.
thing on the bottom, like where the guitar, the strings attach at the bottom of
Yeah.
the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
You have below that you have the TriStar, and then you have like this composition at the bottom of the body of the guitar there. You know, like having
yeah,
that
yeah.
force come in around him. Could be pretty cool, and it doesn't have to be Zelda stuff. But I'm gonna try some stuff. Like I'm super excited to.
I got a weird idea now. Like
What?
I imagine if you put down, and this is gonna have to be a lot of brain math, but if you put the guitar down and you look at it that way, the throat of the guitar becomes a road, you know.
That could be pretty cool.
And if you can work
Yeah.
that into the design to
That
make
could
it
be
look like it is a
pretty cool.
perspective
Yeah,
thing.
that would be
Right?
awesome. Actually, that would.
I
be
just thought of
super
that
cool.
seeing it now, but because we had two guitars in here now for some
Yeah,
reason,
for some- we
and I
always had
forgot to
two
bring
guitars.
mine because you were gonna
Tune
it.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh well, next time. There's always next time.
I found that my hamster really loves not at all that I play the guitar.
Cool.
Because he comes out and he's like really wants to kill me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Or he loves.
That's how good I am.
Oh man.
But I did start trying to play. So the whole reason of me getting a guitar or getting back my guitar and fixing it up was to learn this one song from The Punisher. Exactly, just in secret, not lying to myself at all.
miss you.
And I'll fuck you.
That's your hamster. And now I'll fuck you up and
No,
Yeah.
the main the title song of The Punisher.
I haven't seen that show yet.
Oh,
That
there you
is
go.
insane.
It's just the first minute of the first episode. That's
Yeah, I don't
what
have
I
time.
want to
Yeah,
play.
I don't have time. No.
But the thing is, it's very difficult. Like it was more difficult than I anticipated it sounding, you know.
Mhm.
And then when I actually started looking at tutorials to learn how to play that song, I'm like, my fingers don't do that.
Yeah, but you haven't gotten into that
No,
whole
like I
thing,
can't
yeah.
like even separate my fingers that far. and
Yeah,
stuff.
because you need to be able to do these things. Yeah.
Yes, see, you can do it.
Yeah,
Like
but I play the guitar. so-
I have baby hands, like
yeah. No, but the
Trump
thing
hands.
is,
Let's call them
it-
Trump hands.
that happens later. You become stronger, and they don't hurt.
No, yeah. So but yeah. Anyways, it's still like a fun thing for me to have in my life to try and reach
Dude,
that goal.
Yeah.
But it's like as soon as I started it, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a lot tougher than I initially thought.
Yeah.
And also because I can't even tune my guitar yet. Like,
Yeah.
So right now, and then I got the drums from Uncle Mike.
And that's the danger now.
Yeah,
Because
it's
drums,
not-
you know.
Exactly.
Play drums.
But now I have this extra
Yeah.
thing with the double pedal. So like I still have goals to reach
Yeah.
with the drum, and yeah, dude.
No, but you have time in that sense. Like you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
take some time to do, like however you want to
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
up.
I mean, Galactus takes care of himself. So,
Dude, thank God.
yes.
I told them like, it's like if we get pets, it should never be. You don't tell me to do anything with them.
No.
Because I'm not the kind of person, like I love them,
Mm.
but I don't want them
No.
in my house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, because I don't want to take care of more things.
Yeah.
Because I have too many hobbies. Like I have too many things that I do.
Mm.
Like my wife does, like she does other stuff that I won't do, that I don't see even.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that she doesn't have hobbies. Like she has photography now. She discovered it at 40 plus.
Mm.
I've had hobbies all my life that are me, that I do.
But your whole
like,
life is hobbies. Or-
basically that. Yeah.
Our lives.
And
Yeah.
like my jobs are my hobbies. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's
But
like-
that's why we are like the most spoiled fucking people on the planet. in
yeah,
that
yeah,
sense.
definitely.
insane.
And that's why I'm saying, like, if you had known what I got paid for what I do, like if I said my tasks, it's not about the money really. It's about the tasks versus the money.
Yeah.
Like whereas some of the jobs that I've had haven't been, like on like the money and the job, they haven't been great.
No.
Like they don't go together. Like I would say the money that I make now should have been on some other jobs that I did that sucked so much dick.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were more dangerous. They were more tiring. Like when you got home, you wouldn't believe that was a part-time job.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
a
yeah.
full-time job, whatever the fuck it was.
You'd be dead.
Yeah, you were dead. You were beat. You didn't even want to see anyone or talk to anyone or just like.
But you still did, and you still fucking drew.
Yes.
You still
Oh, dude.
produced.
I did. I had this like, I'm gonna draw for 100 days. While I
yeah.
had my first kid and was working like that. Oh my God, no.
Those were some happy days, I imagine.
Dude, no.
No.
That was feeling like a psycho days.
Well,
And, sometimes I couldn't come up with anything to draw, so you'd stay up to like 3 and you'd have this like crappy sketch. And
why the fuck do we put ourselves
why?
through this?
Yeah, why do you do it?
Because
I
we
don't know.
fucking love it. That's why.
Mhm. To
That's
some extent,
why.
yeah. You do love it. So.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of things coming. And hopefully.
Bukkake.
Exactly.
That's
That
what it's called.
burning.
The burning sensation.
The burning sensation.
That's not bukkake.
Talk
that
to your
is
doctor.
Gonorrhea.
No, that's talking to your doctor, yeah, about gonorrhea that is apparently growing in the world.
Oh, is it?
Or in Sweden, at least, I
What?
think. Yeah, it was like one of those diseases.
No
It's just
way.
Like, yeah, I was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
people are too good for their condoms.
So people maybe they think they're protecting themselves from not showering and being really gross and then having sex.
I don't know what people are doing,
So
dude.
gonorrhea is taking
Why
over.
is gonorrhea
Corona
up,
is-
man? Why is gonorrhea up?
I don't know.
It's
How-
like, have you ever Googled gonorrhea? Like, it's not pretty.
Don't.
It's like, ah! It's horrible.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah,
with that said,
but in
no.
the future, we will have awesome new things to talk about, sponsored or not.
Fantastic.
And moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Whoa. Retro. 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 No, just kidding.
Yeah, so we are back with the retro.
We are retro.
Yeah, retro. Retro. Fuck, it was so annoying. I tried to get that echo on the latest episode when we did
Rectum.
But for some reason, I don't know if it's my computer being a bit bitchy, but it just made the whole,
Retro.
the tracks echo, all of the tracks.
All of the tracks?
And
Even if
yeah.
there was a cut there?
Yeah, I cut it out. I even like tried to move it and
But
really.
did you mark it?
Yeah.
Just that one?
I tried maybe 5
You
times.
son of a bitch!
So I think I kind of needed to reboot my computer or some shit.
Fuck it.
So there was no echo on the cool retro, but we still made it sound good.
But let's just say, let's create the echo here.
Yes, here.
So if you say retro,
That's not an echo.
That's
that
not
was,
an
That
echo.
was the worst.
Fuck, that's true.
Yeah, fuck it.
But do you want an echo or reverb? Like,
No, I
because
wanted-
echo is like
Echo.
retro.
echo,
Oh,
echo.
yeah, exactly. You want that
Like,
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I've done it before. That's the thing. So I know how to do it. And it just didn't want to work.
Okay, fuck it.
was frustrating.
So what are we talking about today? Because I've seen only one thing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
several episodes, but one thing.
Yes. So we will be talking that, because we did give a shout out to the people saying, spoiler alert, you're gonna like.
oh shit!
you need-
Yeah, then I've seen 2 things.
good.
Cool.
So let's start with
with the Umbrella Academy.
Yes, good. So what did you think?
Did finish it, and I love it. I
Good.
love all of it.
Thank you.
I'm even gonna pretend that I love the first season that I can barely remember.
Because the first season brought us the second season.
exactly,
Yes.
and it feels like an uplift. And I like. Thing is with
I
the
agree.
why am I so excited?
Retro.
Retro, always the energy just whoops. Yeah, maybe we should
Spike it.
start with retro in the middle.
Start with,
With the retro
in
in the middle. I had to think.
We don't want to
But
lose
hey,
listeners.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm always trying to be honest with myself, and I talk prematurely. That's an example.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
how I would talk to my wife. I was like, we should definitely start with that.
In the middle.
Yeah, but the middle just takes a bit more time to come
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So she has time to turn like a lot of colors before I get to the point.
Yeah.
But with that said, the Umbrella Academy, like I can't recommend it enough.
No, it's
But-
so good.
But then I went to the interwebs
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, and yeah, I was looking for some fact. I don't remember what it was, and everyone was just bashing on Ellen Page, so I felt really bad.
Oh.
Because they're like, every time I see Ellen Page, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I do
blah,
kind
blah.
of
I
agree.
know, that's why I felt bad.
Yeah,
because
she, for me, she is the weakest link in the show.
But I feel that she does her part with being the way, like, if you think she's like that in every show, in this show at least, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Like, for me.
and they've
like-
really invented that character for the show. Like she's
Oh,
not
really?
supposed to be that character, as far as I know.
Okay, yeah,
Because I haven't read the
read.
books. I've only watched a lot of YouTube clips now to try and understand what it is. Like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Actually, there should be one of those. Because that's a YouTube thing. Like, what's the
Mhm.
difference? And they compare the magazine directly with the show.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Gotta look that up.
yeah, I should try and find.
And then we can
that.
talk about the Umbrella Academy for a third time.
Yes.
Season 3 next
Good.
week.
But yeah, I know that she is
Oh, yeah, spoilers.
a bit more badass in the books,
Okay.
and
cool.
here she just feels weak and meek, almost like.
Okay, yeah. I see that.
And I don't know. There's just she just doesn't nail it as well as all of the other characters. Like every single other sibling in that group is perfect, I think. For me, like when I watch it, they nailed the casting and everything with
Yeah.
them, and they're just awesome. But
Yeah.
with Ellen Page,
I have nothing to
it's
compare to,
just-
so for me, she doesn't feel like for me
she works within the group. and
That's
the
what I mean.
whole-
That's what I mean. She wouldn't carry the show on her own.
No, but that's why
But
every
that's
time
why-
it's just her,
Yeah.
I get restless.
Okay. Well, I didn't feel that though.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
but
Because I
that's good.
feel that she almost needs to be that because we don't need another good sibling, like a strong sibling. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
because. Yeah, my favorite is still the number one.
Number
Not number one. The 5.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite.
Yeah,
But it's
kid.
just like
it doesn't have a name.
But
that's the
but
cool
the
thing.
thing is, the kid is the best one because he's so different from all of them. He's like older, but he's the youngest.
Yeah, I think he's 65
yeah, he's
or something. Yeah,
yeah,
over,
because he was
over
stuck.
60.
Yeah, because he was 12 when he disappeared, I think,
Yeah.
and he was gone for like 45 years or
Yeah.
something, and then
Alone in the wasteland.
oh no, shit, he disappeared when he was older. Yeah. That's when he disappears, but he does the calculations wrong, and then his body reverts, but he goes into the
So-
future. It's super weird.
So he goes into the future when he's 12, and when he goes into the future,
Yeah,
he,
shit, I
he
don't
doesn't
remember.
like the father. And we're spoiling
Yeah, we're
now.
spoiling, but I said it before,
Yeah.
so
So safe, but
don't
the
remember.
father in the books now
mhm.
have apparently told the kid that, or number 5, that going backwards in time is so much more difficult and almost impossible,
Mhm.
but going forward is easy. So like he's trying to tell the kid to do it in smaller increments, like he does in second
the
season.
second season, yeah.
Like try to skip seconds and then maybe minutes and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah, and not years and
And
decades.
but he's a kid, so he's like, fuck you, I can jump.
I'll do whatever.
And
yeah,
then he jumps
and disappears.
past the
Yeah.
apocalypse, and jumps into the future where there is no life on the planet. And
but
then
there
this-
is the doll.
Yes, of course, there is the doll. But he's stuck there for 45 years.
All by
All-
himself.
yeah, and or maybe it's 20 years.
But
I
he's
don't know.
he's brought
No,
by
no,
the
it's 45 years.
the agency or
Exactly.
whatever the fuck
And
they're
then so they
called. What are they
control.
called?
I think it's the agent.
Is
No,
it no, it's the
something with the T. I think the.
yeah shit. I don't remember.
No, I can't remember either.
Saw it with lack of sleep. So
Fuck it. Let's
The
call
place.
it the agency, because it might be a thing.
yeah. No, I think the agency is something else.
But I think they could probably,
yeah, she
no,
comes there with
yeah.
I think she has one of those traveling briefcases.
and that sort of makes, I think, them almost immortal. Like
Mhm.
they stop aging and they become these things that sort of control time and space.
Mhm.
And he gets recruited by them, and he also gets experimented on by them in the books.
Okay.
And they really splice his DNA with all the famous murderers and assassins from the history of everything,
Mhm.
and they make him into a super killing machine. So he has 100% success rate in every hit he's ever done for them, and so and so. Like
Cray.
he is the most
Okay,
dangerous
so that goes
thing ever.
way more deeper. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
agency plays a different part in
And
this.
he's so much more brutal and badass in the
Mhm.
books.
But
so-
is he like an anti-hero there as well?
Yeah,
Like he still fights back,
But
although
he
being a
is,
super killer machine.
For example, in the first book, when they're trying to sort of save Ellen Page, he's like just shoots her in the head.
Just shoots her in the head.
Yeah, just like that. It's like, nope, we need to save the planet. Pow.
Pow!
And yeah,
Because I'm a bit curious there. Like, I would like to read it.
yeah, and that
but-
was actually going to be another goal that I had today to
Go by the...
yeah, I wanted to go past Comics Heaven and get that one, but I didn't have enough time.
Mm.
But no, all of the characters in the books are a lot more interesting. So, but with that said, enough babble. The
Mhm.
fucking show, man. Oh my god, I love the show so
Yeah.
much. It is one of the weirdest shows because
but it
like
is,
all the
like-
characters are super goofy and very out there,
Mhm. And such weird powers. And
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
Just like...
and they still haven't really learned their powers too. Like they're still
That's
learning.
weird, though. That is weird for me. Because
Yeah.
they're so old. you know,
Exactly.
like,
They should
have
be
figured
better.
some shit out by
Yeah.
now, yeah.
And I think that is what puts people off. Like I talked to my parents, and I
Okay,
mean
yeah.
that's the wrong demographic, but they're like, no, we didn't really get it. It was a bit too strange or like too
Okay,
crazy,
yeah,
and
I
that's
didn't
been a common thing when I talk to other clients
Really?
and
Fuck,
stuff.
I think it's like...
But for me, it's
Yeah,
it's
works
what
for me.
makes it fun.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
I think
because it's different.
Yeah.
And the theme of last episode, the originality,
Yeah.
that's exactly what this show is. Like it's so original.
Mhm.
And it's not afraid to be, and it just accepts what it is
Mhm.
and just goes for it. Like
Yeah, but I think, like, if you don't think too much about it, like if it's weird to you or not, just just watch the show
mm,
and see what you think. You know, like, honestly see what you think.
Yeah.
I think you're going to enjoy it, like
Yeah.
most would.
and the thing is, like, we're not trying to force you into seeing the full first season if you don't like it, but I think we can both agree on the second season was
Yeah,
a
it
step
was a
up.
step up.
for sure.
But then that's the thing. I like the first season as well.
Yeah, me too.
But
Um,
and maybe I'll rewatch that just to see how it was now that I've seen the second one. But I remember liking it though. Like I was surprised that it was good,
mhm,
and I like that it's a different type of heroes.
exactly.
It's
They're
not
all
the
anti-heroes, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
it feels like. They're all
And-
bad. Like none of them are really good
No one's
people.
really good. No one's
Maybe
really
apart
bad.
from number one, like
yeah, but
Monkey Boy,
but I
Space
think
Boy.
but I think this show is a bit honest with their heroes. They try to do good, but when you fuck up with powers, you fuck up more than you would normally. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like Superman grew up and didn't hurt anyone.
It's like why?
What? Yeah.
Or like how is
did
that
he?
fucking
Yeah.
possible?
How did you grow up with
Didn't he
these
ever
crazy
get sort of a
abilities?
little bit pissed or
and
'cause
just
he got
pushed
picked-
someone? Yeah,
yeah,
pushed someone too hard.
yeah,
Did a thing, that just like I don't know, like.
yeah.
He never fucked up. You're talking to me that he never fucked up before he moved to Metropolis.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure he has killed people. Like he must have.
like I'm just thinking,
But
like,
that's the
with
interesting part.
powers. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite part about all the heroes, and that's why we love the boys as well.
Yes,
and
yes,
can't
yes,
wait
yes,
for
yes.
season 2
Exactly. No, I would
because
I,
their
I,
heroes are
that-
just like when they make mistakes, people get
very, very fucked.
very fucked. Yeah.
Yes.
And with the corporation that covers it up and like works behind the scenes and everything, like it's I love it.
Yeah. I'd say The Boys is better than The Umbrella Academy for sure.
I don't know.
I
Like
really
I
loved
like
it.
the idea more there but I don't know. Like I really enjoyed the Umbrella Academy too.
But
like-
yeah, The Umbrella Academy is more cartoonish in that way.
Yeah, it's
and
a
The
bit more
Boys is
silly,
serious.
and that one is way darker.
Yeah. But
But
I've always been
Yeah.
prone to the dark.
Yeah,
I
I know.
love it.
Same.
But yeah, so I can't wait for season 2.
Because the idea that I had, the movie idea, the loose movie idea that I have, it's also dark. It's not going to be like, haha, a funny joke here.
like no
that's not
fluffy
what
puppies?
No.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Unless they're dead. That's true. No. Another show that I have seen. Meow. Meow.
I really messed
Another
that joke
show
up.
that I actually did see is Archer. Like I haven't seen Archer since they ended season 6, I think.
Is that how many seasons are out?
No, there's more. I think there's like 10 or something now.
What?
Or like
Holy
was it
shit.
12?
Oh man.
Let me check that. But I started watching season 7 and now I'm on season 8.
Is it better in the beginning or?
It is way better in the beginning.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's way more fun because like that's when they have the greatest ideas, for
yeah,
the show.
it's still fresh.
Yeah. But the fun thing about this show is that if you don't have anything else to watch, and I'm not saying that it's like bad because of that. It's just that it's such an easy show to watch.
It's like comfort food, but
dude,
viewing.
Exactly. It's just something to keep you company.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
don't know what to draw or like don't pressure. Just watch some Archer. Like
Mhm.
it is a fun show.
Yeah.
Like it's about this sort of like special agency with this super spy Archer. And
It's like James Bond.
yes,
stupid.
and I think we have recommended it on the like
yeah.
some like
Oh,
below
I
50
know,
or somewhere.
I know we've talked about it.
And the fun thing is, it's like the mom from Arrested Development, Lucille, right? Whatever the mom
Yeah,
is called.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Isn't
And
that the sister?
yeah,
No,
that's
fuck.
the black haired lady. Yeah, that's true.
fuck.
But fuck it, the mom though.
Yeah.
No, she's called Lucille too.
Oh,
That's what she's called in the
Okay.
show, yeah. So I think they're both called. But nonetheless, the mother from Arrested Development, the alcoholic, she's exact.
She's that character.
She's that character in cartoon form.
Yeah.
So she's perfect.
She looks like herself too.
Dude, everything about that character is the mom from Arrested Development. And she does the voice for it. And it's all basically, the mom from Arrested Development being the super spy Archer's bureau boss, like she's the boss at that place and they're being hired by the CIA and different agencies hire their services. And it's just silly.
Yeah.
It's like a dumb James Bond.
Yeah.
But, with crude humor and
It's dirty.
it's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything that's not politically correct. It's just worth watching. Like if you enjoy this podcast and dumb shit, you're probably gonna enjoy that show as well. Like
that you've probably seen it already as well.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I started watching it since I haven't. Like, cause I remember like last time I watched it, I think it had 5 seasons or something like that, and I just binged it. I had a fever. And my friends were like, you should watch Archer. I think you're going to like it. And at the same time, I even think that, what's the show you like? The Pickle Rick.
Oh, Rick
and Morty. Pickle Rick. That's all I could think of. Pickle Rick. But I still haven't seen that, by the way.
Dude, I just saw they had like a little anime clip out now. They released
okay.
it. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, I think that had 1 season out and it wasn't very popular at the time in Sweden
Holy shit.
when I watched the first season. Because that was also Mario that does the intro talk.
That was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Simpson.
So I remember watching that one, watching the first season, like, that was actually really good. And then going over to Archer and started watching that as well. And they're like, I think, like they both have their charm, you know. I think more people are going to like Rick and Morty, but Archer is a lot of fun. And I don't know, like me and Mario, for example, at work, we were like, Lana! You know, just because of the thing they do in the show. And it became a thing as well. So we had a lot of fun with that,
Nice.
especially if you have a friend that watches it. It's a dumb show.
Speaking of dumb shows,
Mm-hmm.
I finished my dumb show, Food Wars.
Food Wars.
Or Food War, maybe.
Food Wars.
Food Wars.
I looked it up yesterday or this morning at 6
Oh,
when
okay.
I uploaded the podcast.
Aha. Dude, I fucking love that show. Like, I'm not going to be afraid anymore. I'm going to come out and say it. I fucking love that show.
I think you said that last time,
Yeah.
but
no,
you weren't as confident when
like,
you did
so-
it, right?
Last week, I'd only seen a couple of episodes of
Mhm.
it, and I'd sort of started getting into it, but I felt uncomfortable with all the food orgasm scenes. But as soon as I got into it, it was so much fun. Like, and especially those, like the food orgasm scenes, or when they try to explain how something tastes, and it's just so out there. Like,
Mhm.
it's so much fun. Like, I think every time they do something like that, I couldn't stop myself from laughing, like
Mhm.
out loud. But in the core story of it, it is kind of the same like every other one, like Naruto or all that. Like
Yeah.
this kid he wants to become better. He's already really good, but he's really like
Yeah, but it's not as good as it could be.
exactly. He's competing with his dad, and already then that's the hook for me because that's what I did, and like
Mhm.
the driving force of my life has always been to be better than my dad at drawing, at
But you
least.
beat him years ago.
Yeah. Can
Fucking
beat
old
him
man.
all day.
His
Yeah.
dad is the dead horse we mentioned earlier. in this
Exactly,
episode.
and he likes masturbation too. So just beat the fuck out of that guy. Yeah, just to make it as uncomfortable as possible.
Yes.
But no, so the core story is very like gripping, and I can relate to it. And I love food and cooking. I haven't tried any of the tips and tricks that he sort of brings
Dude,
up in the
There's
show.
probably going to be like a cookbook from that show as well.
100%.
'Cause
If
I
there's not
posted
even already.
From our visit to
the sci-fi bookstore.
bookstore last week, where they had the Star Wars food, Harry Potter, and blah blah blah. Other one.
Yeah. No, but this now I have to recommend it because I'm already starting to rewatch this fucking thing.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I never rewatched.
And
anything.
I try to watch it in English and it just doesn't work.
Oh, very good food. Oh yeah, mate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because I wanted to have it on so I could like work and draw.
But does it have like the sort of the voices you expect for anime?
Yeah. So the Japanese, perfect.
Yeah. Like,
The English one, it's like the English dubs.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
have you noticed how like in Japanese when you watch the shows, all the characters have like different voices, and you don't even understand the language.
Yep.
But in the U.S. like dubs, it's always the same.
Yeah.
Always the same.
Yeah,
Like it's always like,
I have noticed.
yeah, just like, what's happening, Naruto? Like that thing. Like, oh, like
Yeah.
it ruins everything.
Yeah, exactly. And that is what
Yeah.
the show was like too.
Ugh.
So that's like maybe you would like it, listener out
Mhm.
there, but for me it just didn't work. But with that said, it's just a fun ride.
Mhm.
Like it's a stupid show, but it's still food instead of killing each other and no fighting, and like when they fight and they're angry with each other, they always become friends and learn from each other, and it's all about just the love of creating food.
Cooking to the limit.
Exactly. Yeah. And they like it's just good, honest fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I recommend it now for sure.
Awesome.
Yes. And apart from that, I don't think I've watched anything else.
Yeah, and I think that I'm gonna pull back on watching things,
Sleep more.
sleep
less.
more, and maybe played less video games because they.
I
are
still haven't
definitely-
fucking finished.
I haven't
Tsushima.
finished either, dude. I finished
I played
another
a lot.
district. Yeah, I played a lot as
Dude,
well.
this game is so big. It's
Yeah,
so
dude.
much to do.
I even started skipping things that are like, oh, you should do this race. I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't, because I hate those
Not
parts of
today.
games. No, but those games, like they do nothing for the game. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
And I'm
just
still
like-
playing easy, by the way. Like I
Son
played
of a-
easy just so I could
son
get through this
of a
fucking game.
bitch.
Yeah, no, that's how I go.
No respect for you. I used to have a good friend. Next week it's just me on this podcast. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, my game is nowhere near. Like I have the last district,
Yeah.
and then somehow the last dude is gonna reveal himself. But I don't know if that's another hunt. With like a
Probably.
billion missions. Because right now on the map there's like the 3 big districts that I have to sort of like you topple the
Save
big
or-
yeah. Exactly. There's like a chaos meter basically
Mhm.
where you rebel against the person in that region,
Mhm.
and then once you've like filled that meter, they sort of kidnap you or like get you into a thing, and then you have to sort of get rid of them.
Oh.
It's super fun because
Yeah.
the first guy is like a psycho torturer guy.
So you really want to?
Yeah, so you really want to fix him. And then the next one is like she drugs everyone. So they're like, oh, everything's fine and blah, blah, the father.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so she's like manipulating everyone to kill each other and stuff, like
Of
it's still
course.
like they're all psychos.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the next guy, I don't know what his thing is. So I as soon as you go into a district and you start causing chaos, they reveal themselves in like what type of person they are, because when you're in a
Dude, I
district,
can't
you
wait
don't,
to start playing this game.
because that like that's and you don't have to do all the things.
No.
That's the thing. Like you do the things that you care about, and then you can just move on.
Nice.
So you just need to fill that meter, and with the meter filled, you don't have to do all the things in the area.
Nice. Yeah.
But it is fun. Look, I like the idea. It's like an action movie.
I just so a little bit of a spoiler for Tsushima, but I
Mhm.
just got this new ability just to more like explain how fucking awesome this game is. And this ability allows me to now execute leaders in front of other Mongols. That sounds really not PC, but
Mm.
the Mongol warriors are the enemy here. So this is ghost mode. Like, so you reach a certain level and you become more of the legend of the ghost.
You become a legend rather than
and
like
you can
yeah.
really start feeling how people are afraid of you. Like the bad guys start running away when you do certain things and stuff.
Mhm.
Like you really become terrifying. And with fucking ghost mode, you just like you click a certain combination and it becomes black and white, almost Kurosawa mode. And you just like chop heads off people in front of people and just see the terror. They're like can't move, and you just go start walking
Oh
after
my
them and just
God.
like just fucking murder him. Like it's so fucking badass. Like this game is I'm close to saying this is one of the best games I've ever played.
That's awesome. That
Ever.
is awesome.
So I can't recommend it high enough. It's so good, man. It's
I love
so
when you
good.
played a game for a long time and then it just grows. You know what
Because
I mean?
I played it for a month,
Yeah.
and now I got that thing.
Yeah.
Like, it took me forever to get there.
That's how Horizon Zero Dawn felt to me.
I still haven't finished it.
Dude, it's like I can't wait for the second part to see how they, because that one looks, if Umbrella Academy was good,
Mhm.
second season seems wow.
Yeah.
So I hope they keep a lot of the mechanics, because that game, even a dumbass could play,
Yeah.
basically. Like,
And
'Cause-
that's Tsushima too.
Yeah.
Like the same way you play.
yeah.
That's why I love it so much too.
Mhm.
You don't have to overthink. Like, how the
Dude,
fuck did I do that?
I was being
you just
chased
know.
by a fucking robot Sabretooth,
Oh, I love those. They
And
were so dope.
I was running, I was crafting arrows and bombs and shit, and then like slide on your knees, you like while you're sliding, you're shooting your bow and shit. And I've done like 3 different things.
And setting up traps too.
Yeah,
and
setting
all
up
of-
traps, and you
I
can do
love
this
that.
while running. I was like, okay, I'm gonna run in a circle. I'll put this here.
Mhm.
I'll do this, and then you like craft arrows because I was out of arrows, and you like the panic is there, but you won't fail because the controller
Mm.
like is too complicated. No, it's you're gonna mess up because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
but you won't mess up because I never in that game died once because the controller didn't do what I wanted.
Exactly. No, the same. It was so intuitive.
Yeah. So
Just
they've done it
yeah.
really well, like a well balanced, like I would say the best one, because I played The Witcher right after, and that felt like clunky as fuck, you know.
It
like
was very
compared to-
complicated. There's
But
so
it's a
many
different-
spells and
yeah.
there's so many different combinations of things.
But-
Yeah.
and it's also different. I think playing a game that is too much of a contrast and like it's too hard to get into the mechanics, you should just wait. Because I gave The Witcher, like I did play it anyway. Because I had time. So I did play it and I got into it and I liked it. But now that I've gone back to it, sort of like I finished everything that I wanted to finish, and I was going to show a friend on my new TV because he wanted to see what it looked like. I didn't remember shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, how the fuck did I do the
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
I didn't remember shit, and I just couldn't get back into it.
Mm.
And it felt clunky again, you
Yeah,
know, because... So it takes some getting used to, but it is a really good game, nonetheless.
Yes.
But yeah.
But yeah, no, apart from that, fuck, I haven't done shit.
Yeah.
It feels like I've just worked.
Yeah, well, I have.
I mean, that's the good thing. Like, I'm really back to my normal, fully booked sort of schedule or calendar again. So now I'm booked for a solid month. And, like, like I said, like, fucking life is really balancing out. Everything feels really good and great. So, like, no need for more movies or video games. I'm just fucking chugging along, doing my thing, living life.
That is awesome. And I'm going to sleep more. And sleep and work out. Those are the two things I'm going to try to focus on while doing the other stuff.
It'll be really interesting talking next
see,
week.
Yeah, because I really want to see how that does. Because right now, I still feel like I'm a bit in that, like, now I'm more aware of it. Like, I was aware of it, but I wasn't doing anything to mitigate.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to try to do something towards becoming a normal functioning human and start feeling things again. Because I feel like... but I feel... yeah, exactly. I feel like a fucking machine. I'm like, oh, this should make me happy. This is a fun thing. And you're like...
Happiness input, dork.
Dude,
beep, boop.
yeah. So I'm going to blippity bloppity in that sleep. Just like see if that changes things. Because I'm pretty sure I was pretty happy going into vacation. I was like, fuck this, ran down the stairs and everything. And then like a week later, like just playing video games like a zombie. Just like not sleeping. I'm like, I only have 3 weeks. I only have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, fuck that. So basically what you did with kids.
Sweet.
Not good.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, dude, it is. It is like once the lack of sleep catches up, that's when it sucks. It was awesome the first week.
Yeah, and then.
And then.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So.
No, I'm not gonna commit to that as much as you do because I know what my schedule will be like, but I will also try like for the future just to sleep more and also try to work out a little bit, maybe. You know, when you start to feel like your stomach when you're walking upstairs. No, you've never felt that, have you? No.
I have a little, like I have a little bit of a thing, you know, like, but now we're sitting, so that doesn't count. But
yeah, no, I've been like, you know, mistreating my body for a full month, so it's actually a miracle I'm fucking sitting here at all, dude. Oh,
you can actually feel a difference.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
yes.
That sucks.
Like it's not that big.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's not that big a deal.
For anybody else, like you'd probably be like pointing and laughing at me for saying this. But no,
it's about a feeling. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
It's not
like there's a difference.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I do not like it. So.
The thing is, anything like if you don't have extra weight on you, as soon as you have it, you do feel it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like it's like putting on a backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be there. So
like when I had like the workout clothes that I had, or like jeans and stuff that I had that I bought at my sort of like fittest. Like as soon as I wear those things, you know, on a period of time where I haven't worked out, Like, I'm still fit. Like, don't get me wrong. But if I'm not that fit, like, those clothes don't fit as well.
That's
Like,
crazy.
it's like the Spider-Man suit.
Yeah. Oh.
Like,
yeah.
if I wore that today, not a great fit. Like, because I haven't really been that, focused on.
So it would feel more like a Slender Man suit.
Dude, I would look like, what's that? The Michelin guy. I'd look like the marshmallow from Ghostbusters. Like that big one. The
Stay Puff.
Yeah, dude. Because that's a spandex. That it covers, like, it forms around your lumps basically.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
so if you have
lovely
anything, love
lady lumps.
handles, anything, it hugs them all
Mhm.
and brings them to the front
Oh yes.
of the show.
Yeah.
It is insane how unflattering those are.
Yeah, dude. Getting into that fucking suit.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmares.
Yep.
Yep. Oh man. But good times though.
Yeah, good times.
But yeah, apart from that, nothing. I think,
I'm gonna
I think
yeah.
we've probably recorded
more than
long enough.
Yeah.
Than, probably more than we needed.
Yep.
So with that said, everybody, thank you so much for
again
listening.
for tuning in. Sorry
Always.
for the robotic us.
Not at all. I think you've been not so robotic today.
No, I felt more myself, but not enough.
I didn't notice anything. Whoop whoop. So with that said, thank you guys, and from us to you, fuck you, and thank you, and love you, and all of that
Yeah.
fucking thing. Anything you. There you go.
All you.
It's all for you.